And we are live. Connoisseurs of fine common cardboard, good evening. Welcome to today's live stream. We have us four fine folks in here. We have Gatorbait in position 1 on Amber Gristle O'Mall. Let me just check and make sure my audio here. Yep, audio is looking good. We've got Gator on Amber Gristle O'Mall, paired with Hardy Outlander. We have Puzzlebox here in position 2 on Imoti, Celebrant of Bounty. We have fine friend Noyark here, position 3 on Gnarlback Rhino. And on another monocolored deck, we have myself on the newly constructed Avalanche Collar. So, we have randomized. We have our hands of magic cards. We are ready to go. You want to send us off, Gator? Yep, you too.
And pass turn.
Play an island and pass.
Push my stick and I will pass.
Okay, we're gonna draw for turn. Island, go.
End turn, I'll cycle Ash Barrens. I will get a basic mountain. Wow, really?
Good thing you cycled.
Yeah, right.
And just a heads up, the link is in featured channel if you want to copy that and send it out.
Okay, get my mountain. Untap, draw. Alright. Let's see. Let's do the mountain. Let's set 2. Can't do both, huh? Let's do Nature's Lore. Is that good, you guys?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, good with me.
All right. I'm gonna get a force. I'm gonna try to do this quickly. I'm gonna remove Simeon's Spirit Guide from my hand, and I'm going to try to play Firebrand Archer.
Yep.
And forced.
Sure.
And if that is good, I will pass turn.
I am not fancy. I will play a forest and pass.
I'm not fancy.
I'm gonna go forest. Let's play a fiend-horned elf and a voyaging satyr, and I will pass.
We'll draw for turn. Island. Tap 2. Cast prophetic or a prismatic lens, and I will pass the turn.
Right. Let's draw. Let's play a forest. Let's start with 1, 2, 3. Let's play a Benefaction of Ronus. Trigger. Each player or each opponent will take 1 damage.
That's like look at the top 6, get 2
Top
enchantments
5,
or something.
A creature and an enchantment, and/or enchantment.
Correct.
Rest into the graveyard.
So,
Coolio.
Reckless Worm, Wild Growth, Fiery Temper, Manamorphose, and Dark Dweller Oracle. Let's see.
What that Manamorphose doing?
Let's get the Wild Growth. These will go to my graveyard.
That'll be a trigger as well.
No.
It's just a hand.
Yeah, it's the
trigger
hand.
from the benefaction.
Yeah, we all took 1.
Yep.
And
there we
then
go.
I will tap 1, and I would like to play Hooting Mantress.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I will leave these 2 in my graveyard. And cast Hooting.
Yep.
And then I'd like to move to combat. I'd like to swing at Noyark for 2.
Oh wow. That's an excellent trade.
I wonder if how much do I actually care about this fiend-horned elves?
Thank you, block.
Yeah.
I'm offering you the trade.
I wouldn't have offered
you don't want
that
your
trade,
opponents to
but
take
that is,
damage,
that
right?
is a gift.
So I'm offering you the trade.
Nah. My deck's better than yours. I'm not gonna block.
Oh, wow.
Comes to
Alright.
990. I'm down for this jungle
Big
mix.
words.
Glad you're enjoying it. Yeah,
Big words for the mono green deck with a combo deck at the
See,
table.
Kunks,
Oh, you don't even know what's coming, buddy.
what you gotta know is that my deck is not really a blue deck. It's a confused blue deck.
Alright, and yeah, after that I pass turn.
Alrighty. I'll play this nice land.
My deck is slow, dude. Come on.
And I'll pass. Now my deck is slow. This is a slow, and I rolled the 6. That didn't help.
I would like to wild growth this forest.
right, commander time.
Show me the mana.
I would like to fertile ground this forest.
Okay, Gretchen.
I don't even respond to that.
Thanks everybody for joining for this live stream today. Glad to have
I
you
would
here.
like to.
Oh,
Hang
Gator
on.
said he might have a
Yeah,
response.
I'm to the fertile ground. Hang on. So your forest is technically untapped here.
Yeah, I mean, by all means, if you would like to cast a removal spell on a land untapper while I have 2 cards in hand, go for it.
Yeah.
That's the guy with the draw engine in the command zone.
Yeah, it's no commander here for you. So like,
Do you have a removal spell? Or are you trolling?
Yeah, like, let's
I
come
do,
on,
I'm
make up your
debating on
mind.
it.
Let's go.
I will pass.
Yeah, okay, thought so. Cool. Yeah, I'm
I will generate 6 mana.
Okay.
And then I will cast a Staunch Throne Guard and gain the Monarch, and I will pass the turn.
That is not what I expected. That actually makes me feel better not doing what I did.
Let's see. We're gonna go pay 4 for cPDH's ring and pass.
Let's untap. Let's draw. Forest.
Yeah, this is a jungle pod, isn't it? I
One.
like that, Kunks.
Let's play Wild Growth. Trigger. Everybody takes 1. Put it on my Wild Growth. Let's see here. Do I introduce this and let him take it from me? What does that even do? I don't even know what this does. Ryan, what does your artifact do?
Two colorless.
Oh, okay. It shows up as the old one on my screen, so
Yep.
it's... Got it, okay. Then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 4, 5. You have a 2, 5. I don't think I should introduce this to the table. That's a stupid idea.
Attaboy, Gator.
Yeah, it's a stupid idea.
Don't play those initiative cards.
Yep, it's a stupid idea. I'm gonna tap 1, 2, 4. I'm going to. Yeah, I'm gonna attempt to pass. Oh, I'm making a mistake. Yeah, I'm gonna attempt to cast Amber.
Amber's good with me.
You got it.
Yep.
Alright, I'd like to move to combat.
Yep.
I'd like to send Amber at two, 5, got it. I'd like to send Amber at Puzzle. I'd like to send Hooting at Noyark, and I would like to send the Firebrand Archer at you, Ryan. Amber trigger on the stack. I'd like to tap for 1 and cast Snakeskin Veil. I will target my Hooting.
Trigger.
Nice.
Trigger Firebrand
Yeah.
Archer.
Yep.
Discard Hunter.
Yep.
1, 2, 3. Is
I'll
this
block.
okay? Draw. 1, 2, 3.
No blocks declared for me.
Okay.
I'll
And
take
then,
my
so-
3.
Yep.
Take my 2.
And I will become the Monarch and the trigger for 1 to everybody. And I will pass turn after that. Let me find a Monarch. Now I have one around here somewhere. There we go. And passing turn and drawing.
That is a 5/5.
It is a 5/5, yes.
Yeah, I blocked with a 2/5.
Okay.
So no monarch.
Yep.
Oh, no Monarch. Got it.
Yeah. Alright. I'll play Forest. And I will go. I'll pay 4 life for a big boy.
Thundering Chanodon.
hell is that? Oh,
It's
that's
a
Phyrexian
5/4
one?
trampler. Yep.
Imagine paying Phyrexian mana when you've got a Firebrand Archer on the table.
Better to have a blocker.
It's a bold strategy, Don.
I'd rather have the blocker when there's a 3/3 coming at me every turn.
I don't
Yeah.
entirely disagree.
I'll pass.
I agree.
Go to turn.
Besides, my life isn't at 0 yet anyways, who cares? Grixis players.
I would like to cast one Gnarlback Rhino.
Yipper.
I will untap one forest. And let's pass the turn there.
What is a jungle mix? I like it. I like the statement. The jungle mix.
The jungle mix, I think, is a comment on the liquid drum and bass and
Yeah.
the nature of our very green pod. Yeah. We're going to go 1, 2. Let's see. Actually, do we want to do something different? Yeah, we'll go 1, 2, 3 for Candlekeep Sage.
Ugh.
Okay, 1, 2 for Avalanche Collar.
Yep.
Draw a card. And then I will pass the turn.
Oh. Land. Let's see. So 2 blue. Let's start with tap 1. I would like to. Oh, that would just hurt me. I mean, if you got it, you got it. Let's make people have it for a change. Try to Rancor Amber. Trigger.
Good.
Passing the arc.
Yeah, I think I'm passing priority on that.
I'm passing.
Trigger.
Yep. Yeah, we'll trigger first.
Yeah. 2. Outlander.
Trigger. And yeah, good with
Trigger.
me.
Could you scoot that Hardy Outlander in a little bit? The reflection and the glare makes it hard to read the cards.
Yeah, sorry.
Such a pain. Okay, there we go.
Then I'd like to go 1, 2. Cast Farseek.
Mhm.
Trigger.
Trigger.
Yippers.
I literally cannot imagine winning this game with this deck, but I'm having a blast. I'm gonna get Highland Forest. I would like to move to combat.
Sure.
Attacks. 1, 2, 3. Triggers.
Where are your attacks going?
Yes. So, or you have 2 men open, 4 in hand. You have 23, 17. That's a 5/4. That's a 1/3. So Amber is going to go towards Ryan. Hooting is going to go to you, Noyark. And the Firebrand is going to go at you, Puzzle. I will.
Wow.
Well, actually, hang on.
Interesting. Yeah.
Wait, hang on. Might have to swap this around. You don't have 3 mana up for your ability to make a snowland?
No,
creature?
I do not. I do not.
You
So
do
I cannot
not.
create a blocker.
Okay, so you cannot create a blocker. Okay. So then this is going at you. Right? So 5/4. This is 5. No, I have to do this. I don't have a choice. 4 trade with your commander. Yeah. fine. Yeah, that's... Damn, that sucks.
Did I miss a damage? I think Ryan and I have taken the same amount from that Firebrand Archer, so I should be at 22, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I have the triggers.
And the
hers
declared
is-
attacks are Gristle at me, Firebrand
Gristle.
at who?
Firebrand is going at Puzzle.
Okay.
And then Hoot is going towards Noyard. And then I have Amber's triggers last. I'm going to do the Hardy Outlander. This is rough. I feel like you have a pump spell with 4 cards in hand. You have the lowest amount of life. I'm going to go the pumps because it says trample on Hoot. So it will
I'll
be
respond.
Okay.
I would like to generate 3 mana.
Okay.
I would like to have target creature I control fight for target creature I don't control, targeting Gnarlback Rhino and Hooting Mandrills. Trigger Gnarlback Rhino to draw a card.
I will respond. I will sacrifice my mountain. Damn, sack that mountain. I'll thunderclap your commander.
I will use my
Actually- I will not thunderclap your I'll thunderclap your commander and trigger Firebrand Archer.
Everybody takes 1. I will respond. Use my floating green mana to cast Snakeskin Veil, targeting Gnarlback Rhino.
Mhm.
Trigger draw on the stack, and also to put a +1/+1 counter on it.
Yippers, good with me.
Mm-hmm.
Does the stack resolve then?
Yeah.
Okay, I will draw 2 cards, and Hooting will die.
Back to the attacks.
Yep.
Amber,
Yep.
draw. 1. 2.
Yep.
After that, blockers.
I will block.
I'm taking 5. Let's see. Am I taking 5? I guess I could just block, redeploy my commander, and that's not that bad. That's actually not bad at all. I will throw Avalanche Caller under the bus.
Yeah, it has trample. I don't know
Understood.
if that changes. Okay.
Yep.
And block die.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Then main phase 2.
So I'll take 2 commander from Amber.
Amber. Correct.
Got it. And I will draw a card off of Candlekeep Sage.
Yep.
Yippers.
I will tap 2. And I will flame rift the table for 4.
Mm-hmm. Can you hold that out?
Yes.
There you go. Thank you. For 4.
Yep.
What does this do? It deals 4 damage
to
each
each player. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep. Good to go.
Uh-huh.
And then last turn. Oh, I have no gas. I'm out of gas. Ah.
I think you're fine.
Well, that is a card. I'll cast Arcane Signet. These draws have been rough. Let's see. This is... I will just have to pass here.
At the end of your turn, I would like to cast Niveus Wisps. I'm sorry. Iridescent Wisps targeting Gnarlback Rhino.
I pass.
Yep, same.
Yep.
I will draw 2.
Nice little thought cast.
Instant speed thought cast in
Yep.
green.
Not bad.
Is there anything else I need to do? No, I'll just go to turn.
You see, chat, there's a lot of really cool decks you can play now that it isn't just combo.meta.
Play my land for the turn. I think we're probably just sitting fine here. The main thing I want to do is, where's the action? Let's try and find it. I would like to cast a Canopy's Claws, targeting Gnarlback Rhino.
Sure.
Yeah.
It does not have flying.
Oh no. It's useless.
Seb asks,
So bad.
what disrupted the combo meta? People who decided to shuck the idea of a tier list. Jin Shooting Star, I need some merch from this channel. I basically live here, lol. You know, Jen, we'll get you set up with something soon here. I know we've got some merch, but none of it's been updated for the recent collab between Clay and I, so.
I will pass the turn.
But yeah, that's a good New Year's resolution, is
Draw
to
for the Monarch.
get some merch going for the channel. Okay, we're gonna play an Opal Palace. Gonna organize this separately here. We can't animate those. Let's see. Yeah. One, two, three. Yeah, that seems fine. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. For Avalanche Caller with Opal Palace.
Yep.
It'll come in with 2 counters, and there will be a trigger from Candlekeep Sage. I'll draw, and I will. I'll pass the turn.
Alright.
Jen, if you wanted merch, what would it look like? Do you have any ideas? Give me some inspiration.
I mean,
for
if
manufacturer?
you join the Patreon, I feel like I might be the only person in the world who likes merch.
Gator.
This is
Yeah.
true. There are
I got one left in hand. There, puzzle.
Jen, maybe we'll get a
You
playmat
have one
design.
card in hand, huh?
I got one card, even if it's creature.
Yeah,
Is it
one card
really
in
that
hand.
scary?
Clay is
Let's
That's
be realistic.
true.
If
That's
it-
true.
Even if it's a creature.
Yeah, you got it.
All right. I would like to.
Cast Swirling Outburst.
Yeah, I
Eh.
don't have those in the deck. I'd
That's
like
oh wait,
to.
that's an Impact Tremors?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. So I am last on the stack here. I was just busy with chat here. That's not the kind of card I want resolving. We're gonna cast.
Oh my
You Find the
gosh.
Villain's Lair. No, truly. We don't need that shit in here.
Okay. I'd like to move to combat.
Yeah. This is
I
1, 2.
hate to do this, Ryan. Depressingly enough. Oh wait, hang on.
I mean, I've got a 3/5,
cannot.
so
Yeah,
I will very
What?
much block with that. Yeah.
yeah. I'm gonna have to.
I mean,
trade
all
Amber
of
for
us
someone.
can block
Yeah.
it. Like,
Everybody
all of us can
it.
block and kill it.
Oh, actually, the only way that it would get the buff is if it went to Noyark, and then.
No, it doesn't get a buff.
Noyark's Rhino is a 5/5.
Well, no, but the
Yeah.
Outland Explorer says if you attack the player with the.
I believe
No,
it's another
no,
target
it's
creature.
another
It's only
creature.
Yeah.
buffing. Okay, got it.
Can't buff
Yeah.
itself.
Yeah. That's cool.
So I could pay 5 for this card and then attack.
Yeah, Jin Shooting Star Opal Palace is one of the best commons in the format.
I guess that's what we do. We're gonna play Bayou Gra for 5.
Let's go.
Hard cast.
I
good as
will
well.
respond to it on the stack.
Yes.
I would like to generate 3 mana.
You sure can.
I would like to untap this land.
Alright, he's gonna
Sure.
fight my dude. Yep.
I would like to cast Wolf Strike to have target Gnarlback Rhino deal its damage to target Amber.
Oh, Ryan. Oh, Ryan.
Me?
Yep.
And I will draw a card.
Yep.
I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be doing about that. I think that the impact tremors just like is just another one of those pingers that's got us at like 15 life for some reason. Because Eric decided not to block it on that turn.
And then I'll move to combat. And then I'll
Sure will.
pass combat.
Not that it
I'll
was a
move to
bad
main phase
read,
too.
But yeah, go ahead.
And then I pass turn.
Alrighty.
It's like the Amber Griswold Amal deck was, I'm gonna fuck with the deck that draws a million cards, and then had all of its gas thrown away.
I mean, somebody has to.
I'm
Apparently,
gonna
I'm the
cast
only one that's gonna do it.
Resolved.
Turn
There's a
6
cascade
Imoti,
trigger.
everyone. Turn 6. Yeah, Cascade trigger. Good to resolve Cascade.
You got
Go
this
for it.
puzzle. I
Go
got faith in you.
Woo! Woo!
Didn't need it.
There's all my lands. There's all my lands. Mana Geode.
Oh, yay.
Scry one.
Spells
To make sure I use
converted mana
right.
cost 6 or greater have Cascade. Okay. Jin Shooting Star
Alright.
asks, Andre is Andre from Brazil or Portugal? His name is so common here.
Try 1.
Jin is from Brazil.
I am from Fort Collins,
Right, that's
Colorado,
wrong.
and the name was given to me with French inspiration, is my understanding.
And I
But
will pass.
I do know a
Go
lot
ahead,
of
Noyak.
Andres. I will flash back this Canopy's Claws,
That's crazy.
targeting my Gnarlback Rhino.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Draw a card. Yes, I will spend 3. I would like to cast Serpent Skin, targeting Gnarlback Rhino.
Churning right now. Could you, okay, there we go, cool. Regenerate Enchanted Creature. I pass priority.
Yep. I got nothing for it.
I will draw a card. And this I'm gonna put things that touch my Gnarlback Rhino around it, because they're, as
There's
the
gonna be
game
a lot
goes
of them.
I don't really consider this a Voltron deck, but there eventually will be enough things that it will look like a
Yeah.
Voltron deck.
Yeah.
Mono green
Not a
Not a
Satyr
Voltron
Enchanter.
deck, but yeah, it is, yeah.
It's a card draw deck.
Yeah. It's a draw go.
Um,
Green, it's a
green draw
Gnarlback
go.
control. Chat, we have a green control deck here.
You know it. I think
Pretty
that's
spicy.
it that I want to do for my turn. Or not even my turn, at the end step. I will
Yeah,
go
this
to
is
turn.
all at end step, chat.
Yeah. I will play a land. I contain multitudes. I would like to generate 3 mana.
Sure would.
I would like to untap.
Me too.
Using that 3 mana, yeah, this is the only thing that has a timing restriction. I would like to cast a Cartouche of Strength, targeting Gnarlback Rhino.
Sure.
That's another ETB fight, yeah.
Yep.
Coolio.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think it just... I would like to fight one Avalanche Caller.
I'd like to draw a card.
Yeah.
Cool.
What do these spells do? All the goods. Cool. I will pass the turn.
Handful of fight spells that also cantrip.
Oh, sorry, I need to draw from Cartouche, and then I will pass the turn and draw from Monarch.
And discard. Oh no.
What shall I discard? I don't want to discard any of these things.
While you're doing that, I'm gonna go ahead and go on my turn here.
Yeah, I'm gonna discard Withstand Death.
7.
Indestructible, I think, yeah.
Actually, let's go. I'm gonna go. Let's see. 1, 2 for Felwar Stone. And then we're gonna pay 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Avalanche Collar.
Whoop, there it is.
Yep, that's what, card number 4 for Candlekeep Sage?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I just love it.
Scrap.
I love that Avalanche Collar doesn't care. Just
Pass.
like cast it, cast it, cast it.
Yeah, this is so chat. This is what Opal Palace do,
Yeah,
right?
same as Gretchen.
When you've got a cheap commander or commander that dies a lot, it just eventually kind of like, yeah, pumps your stuff up, which is cool because I'm not even trying to get aggressive here, but it like allows me for a blocker every turn, and paired with a lot of mana ramp, it's kind of like Witherbloom does this quite a bit as well. So, anyways, I'm passing the turn. I'm chinchilling.
Right. Untap. Draw.
I could also totally die if like players decided to kill me, but you know, here we are. It'd be that way sometimes.
That's sad. I guess I'm going to be a sad panda and play a Boreal Druid.
Let's go. Attacker.
There he is.
And then I guess not one.
Hey, what's up, Zach? So Zach says chinchillin' LOL. What's up, dude?
Try to target
Glad to have
the
you here.
draw.
It's a big dog.
Yep, big dog gets the Rancor. Cool.
And
Or I presume. I mean, I shouldn't be passing priorities. Noyark, are you allowing this?
I pass priority.
Cool. I am passing too. Jin says only missing study hall. Yep, that's right.
and passing turn.
I don't even know if this deck plays study hall because it's not. I don't think it actually does, and the reason being that it's not necessary. But maybe I should. Maybe I should. Usually, Avalanche Color doesn't die this much, so I think that's why I excluded it. But yeah, if I had study hall, I'd be scrying 5 or something silly like that. Scry 5, scry 4. It's really good. Study hall is like close second to Opal Palace.
I have to do math.
Like, just talk dirty to me about study hall.
Yeah.
Aethersworn Sphinx.
Yeah, study hall is wild. I remember kind of the like click moment for me was when I scryed 7 off of my Witherbloom Apprentice and just like found every card I needed to win the game. Like on
Mirror Enforcer, Cascade Trigger.
Okay.
Pass
That good?
priority.
Yep.
Alright. Cascade is... I'm finding all my lands now.
Ooh,
I'll
Finclave
cast
Fugitive.
a Finclave, Cascade Trigger.
Pretty sweet.
Yep.
Yeah. Do it again. And another one. Yeah, you don't get those ones. Luckily for us. That is a Bonder's Ornament.
Alright, these
That
3
was
are on the
pretty,
stack.
Pretty high value.
These 3 are on the stack.
These 3 on the stack, he says.
Pass
They're
priority.
all good.
Yeah. I am F6'd on all of those.
Boom. Boom. Boom.
Oh, big chunky value, chat. Look at all this. Puzzles board
And-
just got thick.
Let's go ahead and go... Steelfin Whale, Cascade Trigger.
Yep. Starting to feel like I should have killed Imoti, but whatever.
Yeah, I was like,
Now.
"Hey."
But you prefer to make me draw a card.
Lantern of
I know you
Revealing.
just wanted to help me out, Noyark. That was That was the motivation, I'm sure.
I mean, like, I heard combo deck. I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna lose to a combo. I kind of forgot that combo decks can do this, which is what my combo decks do.
Yeah, sometimes combos aren't infinite, and sometimes they're just good.
Yeah, mine is not a combo deck. Mine is the greediest deck you have ever seen. That's what this is. And I will pass the turn.
I will on the end step.
Oh my god, Imoti dies to everything. It's a 3-1.
Yep.
Oh.
I will cast a Praise Vengeance targeting Gnarlback Rhino.
What is this?
It's a 1-mana draw 2.
1 minute draw 2? Cool.
Yep.
Oh, it's got
I get to run more
Yeah.
thought casts than a blue deck.
Yep.
Pretty
Yeah.
neat. I
This
will
is
draw
to
my
all
card.
the haters out there who ignorantly call colors bad. You just haven't found the deck where it's good.
Is there anything else I want to try and do on this end step?
But New York, green is bad in the cPDH.
It's terrible. God, I feel so awful when I play this deck.
Oh god, yeah.
There do also be no black at the table, which is helping. But
I mean, even if there were,
I mean,
though, like,
believe me, it would not matter.
this
I think Gnarlback dying the first time it came out would not be great.
Yeah, that's true.
It would not be cast if I didn't have a way to
think
protect
that
it.
the big weakness of just like a deck like this, like Herd Bailoff, is just getting your commander countered, and that's the kind of the one avenue.
Yeah,
because when it comes
that
to
too.
destroy effects, green has a lot, like not that many hexproof effects, but it does have plentiful
It does
regenerate. Yeah.
I would like to cast Praise Vengeance on my upkeep. I will target a Gnarlback Rhino.
That's
Surprise. Surprise, motherfucker.
He has 2 more of these this turn. How many cards do you have in hand, Puzzle Wax?
I have 5.
Cool. I will draw for turn as well. 5 cards in hand. He's an 8/8. I mean, yeah, I guess. Oh, a 9/9. Let's make you have it. So wait, 4/4, 5/5, +1, so 6/6, 7/7, so 6/6, 8/8, 9/9. Yeah, that's correct. Cool.
So, big Rhino.
I would like to generate 3 mana. I would like to untap this land. I will cast a Ram Through. I would like target Gnarlback Rhino to deal its damage to target Imoti.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a response to that. Crazy, huh?
I'm surprised you're doing this now.
All Arcane Denial.
Ew.
Cool. Yeah, I mean,
All
that's
the
fine.
counter
I was
spells you
just
could have
thinking you
had, it
had
had to be the one that drew him more cards.
I don't think him drawing cards matters right now.
Anyways, I have a card draw from Ram Through on the stack.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm not scared of giving Noyark more card draw. If he doesn't have what he wants in his hand at this point, we've got bigger issues.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Tis spooky.
I have 1 in pool.
Seems like
Let's
Clay
go.
may get his wish for a quick game before he goes to sleep.
Make some more mana.
I think he's watching in chat.
I have 1 in pool here. I will play a Seeker of Skybreak.
Untap target creature.
And yeah, I think my deck is just supposed to. I mean, probably playing something out is what I should be doing. 1, 2, 3. Nah. I will pass the turn, draw for Monarch, and discard 2.
Wow. Insane. We'll draw for turn.
I think my game plan is to let Neuer deck himself.
That's pretty fearsome. Yeah.
And then Arcane Denial trigger.
Yeah, upkeep, I will draw.
So...
This is back to being a smaller lad again.
You still have 9 cards in hand?
That's correct.
Chat, this is unreasonable.
If only your lands had Hex for when they were animated.
Oh, yeah, no, they do. They do. And I'm certainly considering my options here.
I mean, he said make him have it. I would say the same to you. Make us have it. I would try it.
Try what?
Well, if you're asking the question of do I have it, you bet your sweet butt I've got it.
Whatever he has, we know he's got things. He's got lots of them. It's just a matter of like me.
Yeah.
I mean, like my arithmetic here is, you know, I could kind of sit here and put my shields up, keep all my shit untapped, or we could work together to push some damage. I don't know what. How many Gator? You're out of cards. Okay, cool. You're gonna be able to draw 3 next turn in total. 1 off your top, 2 off. Oh, you don't have Amber in play, but you will have Amber, so you'll be able to draw 4 in total. Okay. Puzzle. What are you up to over there?
What do you mean?
All right, come your turn. Are you willing to divulge any information?
Let me check. I am spinning the wheel.
He's cascading is what he's saying.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, okay. Good talk. Yeah. And the Groff isn't big enough to...
I'm spinning the wheel and seeing if I can attack anywhere.
Okay. Well, if I did what I was thinking of doing, you would be able to attack me, and that would be an awful shame. But I think that it's kind of obligatory at this point. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. To animate 3 of these lands.
Yep.
And go to combat.
Yep.
I'll swing these lands at you, Noyark. These 4/4s.
Yeah, let me see what I care to do. Yeah, I'll block one of the 4/4s with Gnarlback Rhino. I'll block one of the 4/4s with Seeker Skybreak, and I will block one of the 4/4s with the Fiend Horned Elves.
Cool. All right. My island will die, and I will convert my damage.
Before damage, I will Tamio's safekeeping, targeting my Seeker of Skybreak to give it hexproof and indestructible.
Cool. Okay. Yep. Sounds good. I will pass the
I
turn.
gain 2 life.
Yep.
That's the most important part of that card.
Yep.
Remember.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of it right now.
Yep.
Saves you from a rock.
Okay. It's not the best, not the worst. 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to use open the omen paths.
That's a ritual, right?
It's a ritual, yeah. So I'm gonna make 2 mana of green and 2 mana of red. And I can only
Cool.
cast creatures or enchantments with it. Is that good?
Good with me.
Yep. That's
So
fine.
you choose one, right?
You
Yeah.
choose
Create-
2 mana of one
Of-
color and 2 mana of another
Oh,
color.
okay, cool.
Yeah. So 2 green, 2 red. Amber.
Yep.
I'd like to move to combat.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Yeah, she's suiciding. Everything is suiciding. It is what
I'm
it is.
actually. If you're sending that Boreal Druid at me, I will let you to keep it. So you can draw that extra
Ooh.
card on the next turn.
Oh, Amber's
won't
gonna
block
die no
it.
matter what. Alright, so yeah, I'll do that. And then I'll send Amber at you, Puzzle, and the bait, the Groff at you. Trigger Amber. My Groff will get +3/+3. And draw 3 cards. 1, 2, and 3.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
First.
So it's
Good to go to blocks.
It's a 7/4
No,
or
it's-
something.
No, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a 10. It's a 10.
Oh, so the Amber trigger goes on
10-7?
that. I would like to respond to the Amber trigger.
Or you-
I,
the,
I,
you
I,
mean
I
the
drew
hardy
my cards.
The Hardy Outlander, you mean?
I mean-
Trigger.
So you didn't even declare where attacks were going, and then after you declare where attacks are going, you need to declare where the trigger goes, because once the creature attacks, then the Hardy Outlander trigger happens. Then Amber Gristle almost happens. So I would like to respond to the Hardy Outlander trigger.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, I shuffled these, and I don't know what order I drew them in. So let me shuffle them again
Well,
and put them back.
Is this saying that there are 3 draws? So there's a draw off of Amber, and you're responding, Noyark, to which element of this?
I'm responding to the target from Hardy Outlander.
And for the record, I did declare everything. So just
And there were
continue.
also, there's people talking, and, there's no reason I shouldn't get a chance to respond to that trigger.
I get that.
So I would like to. I think this is all I need. Yeah, I will cast. Bite down, targeting Gnarlback Rhino, and targeting the Groff.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I will draw a card. Okay, I'm good with all that.
Okay. I will block if we're good to go to blocks.
Yep.
Block Amber with Mirror Enforcer.
Hmm. Boy. The part of me puzzle that wishes you didn't, but I'm going to take the 1 from the board. Well, let's see.
I don't necessarily want to kill Gator, but I'm also at 12.
Yeah, I
hear ya.
get why you're doing what you're doing. But, I would be doing the same. So.
Yeah, I mean, now that Amber's gone, am I taking the damage? I mean, I'll take it. Yeah, I'll take the 1.
And yeah, I'm good. I played a lane.
Uh-huh.
At the end of your turn, I would like to generate 3 mana. Oh, no. I will generate 2 mana. And I would like to...
Rancor is discarded due to Amber, no?
No. It's right here.
Let's see, Rancor is discarded due to Amber.
They're saying, would it go to your hand whenever the Groff dies, and then Amber trigger resolves, discarding it?
Oh, that's
yeah,
actually
yeah.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're right.
Oh god,
they're
that's
right.
even worse.
Yeah.
That's rough.
Yep.
I will pay 1 for this Titanic Brawl to have Gnarlback Rhino attempt to fight Imoti.
I will have no response.
Cool. I will draw a card.
And then I will go to my turn.
Yep.
I'll play a land. Gnarlback is a 6/6.
7/7. It has a +1 counter on it.
7/7. Okay. I will go to combat. And I will swing a 7/4 at you, Noyark.
Just the 7/4?
Yep.
Boy.
That's
Really
kinda
having a
sus.
hard time
Like-
processing that, honestly.
Yeah, I
If
don't know
I-
why you're not sending the
I
squad.
feel like you need to commit to this, otherwise, like,
Okay, if
you and
I commit
die,
to
and
this.
then Gator dies next.
Okay, sure. So
Well, no.
if I commit to this, are you not going to kill me? Because if I commit to this, I'm dead to you, Ryan.
I'm not killing you. No. No, if that wasn't clear, I'm not going to opportunistically kill you in this case here. I just think that...
Okay.
that
Because, yeah, that's the way I'm seeing it
got
at
it.
the moment.
Okay, understood.
If you're offering that, then I will consider
Yeah.
full swinging.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Okay.
If I full swing, what happens? He blocks
You're going to lose stuff, for sure.
5.
It's going to be carnage.
That gets blocked. And then those 2 die, takes 7.
Yeah, it's not pretty, but neither was my swing.
Yeah.
I converted no damage, lost a land,
Yeah,
and killed
you're
one
right.
creature. So
I think it is a, I kind of have to full swing here.
and
So
yeah,
what is allowed to block Thin-Clad Marauders? Things that have great power?
It has to be greater than 2 power. Yes.
Okay,
Thin-Clad Fugitives is...
So, and this entire team is coming my way?
Yeah.
yeah, 2
There you
of
go,
us.
Ryan.
Yep. Thank you. So the Thin-Clad on the Gnarlback. Yeah. I mean, it's messy.
Yeah, I will block the Thin-Clad with Gnarlback. I would like to generate 3 mana. I will have I will cast Ambuscade to have Gnarlback deal 8 damage to your 5/4.
Yeah.
And I will block the 4/4 with my Elvish Mystic.
Okay.
And I would like to pay to put a regeneration shield on the Gnarlback Rhino.
Is that the last mana in your mana pool?
There is an untapped creature that he has here that can untap the Voyaging Satyr and then untap the land that has the mana. But those are all
Right.
triggers, so it is the mana he has available now.
Yeah. I cannot do anything about that. Unless anyone else can, but I cannot.
Unfortunately, I'm not equipped to assist like I'd like to.
Yep. Alrighty.
So I'm going to
Alright,
take
good.
3, and
Yeah.
you will gain the
Interesting.
Monarchy.
Yep. this guy go bye-bye. I'll leave him over here so we can remember he's in graveyard because he is an encore creature. Alrighty, main phase 2. Oh, and I will bring the monarch out. Let's go. 8 mana available. Let's go with 3 mana for a Bronze Walrus.
Oh, a bronze walrus.
And on cast, or I guess not cast, but if it's good to resolve, ETB will untap my Steelfin Whale, and I will scry 2.
Yep.
Let's scry these both to bottom. And then I will pass the turn.
Okay. Do I need to do anything here? Don't think so. Go to turn. I will play a gingerbread cabin.
Jeez. It's a good card to get right now.
Food. I drew it off of the monarch last turn. I was like, I can't discard that land.
Draw it instead. Thank you for that.
Yep.
I would like to generate 3 mana. Untap it. I would like to untap the Voyaging Cedh. Let's 3 more mana. Going to 1 in pool. I will cast a Conclave Naturalists.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I would like 1 Mirror Enforcer to not exist.
Wow. Interesting.
Mirror Enforcer. Okay.
Yeah.
That means he's killing you, Ryan.
Mhm. No,
That's pretty much what that means.
I mean, I've been dead for a long time. I'm already dead inside.
So that's a bunch of blockers over there. Not my favorite thing. I will untap this land. What am I gonna do with this 1 mana? Yeah, generate 3 more. Let's, I'm gonna cast Refresh, targeting Gnarlback Rhino to put a regeneration shield on it and draw 2 cards.
Yep.
That's not refresh.
Oh, 1. Seven. Unfortunately, I think that's all I can do right now. No, I might as well cast blockers. Pass the turn.
Okay. Drawing for turn. Now I think I am turtling up pretty hard. He's like, was hoping we'd be able to get a little more progress, but the fight spell on the Bayou Graph was an unfortunate outcome. Gonna play out this Pristine Talisman. I'll throw this up here somewhere. Going to, let's see, 1, 2, 3 for a Bonder's Ornament.
Yep.
And then I will, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. I will pass the turn.
Like to do 2, 3, 4. 4.
Did I float 4 mana and then not use it? I'm garbage.
Did you?
4 tender.
Mm-hmm.
If it resolves.
Yep, good with me.
Hang on, I gotta stuff like this. If it resolves, I'd like to target the enchantment that gives trample on the Rhino, the cartouche.
I mean, the Rhino does normally have trample, if you
So
care.
the Serpent Skin would be the better pick. That's the
Yeah,
regenerate.
it does passively have trample.
Yeah, it already
Oh,
has
it
trample.
has trample naturally.
Yep, actual trample.
It does have trample.
Yep,
Then,
big scary.
Yeah, I'll just hit the regenerating clause then.
I will put a regeneration shield on it.
Mm-hmm.
Then I will have 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Crimson Fleet Commodore. I will become a monarch.
Okay.
Take my mother.
And then I'd like to move to end step.
Yeah, response.
Yep.
I'd like to activate Lantern of Revealing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that card. It's not a land. Do I want to leave it here? Let's see. I think I will put it to the bottom.
Alright.
Then I will go to my turn.
Drawing. I will let you take the monarch from me. Willingly.
Oh, man. This is a situation. I think I will... pay 8 mana for a Maelstrom Colossus. Cascade trigger.
Whoop, there it is.
Whoa. I admit I would have loved to have seen the double cascade off of Imoti.
Yeah, it would have been nice, especially with this cascading too, but
Wow.
this'll have to do.
Okay, casting into the Dread Linorm. Linorm.
Yeah, it's the norm.
It's Linorm. I'm passing on all this.
I think do I want the monarchy?
I do think you do need to hold up a blocker, but I'm willing to give it to you if you want it. It's totally
Yeah.
up to you.
I think I will go to combat.
Yep.
Oop. Gator 3/4.
We take it. Any combat tricks?
No, absolutely not for me. Noyak, you good with me taking that?
You can
Unless
have
you
it.
are the combat man. All right, go to end step.
At the end step, I would like to pay 3 mana to pop this food token.
Yep.
Yep.
And 2 mana available. This is all fine. I will go to the turn.
I realized that I made a mistake with my scry, but that's okay. I'll just deal with it.
Unfortunate. 3. One, two, 3, 4, 5. I would like to cast a Shrine Steward.
Oh boy. So this is Ancestral Mask.
Yeah, you should counter the shit out of this if you can.
Countering this puts me dead though.
Oh.
I mean, it is only a 6/6 right now.
It becomes a 1, 2, 3. So it becomes a 12, 12.
2, 4, 6. Yeah.
Do you counter the Shrine Steward or do you counter the Ancestral Mask?
You just don't get the card. It's just better for you not to get the card.
No, he's got a good point there. Yeah, that's fine. That resolves.
You counter the steward because then he has less of a blocker for puzzle to crack in and lethal him.
I don't know that he's doing that, and if he doesn't, then I'm not forced to do anything. So that's the situation for me. I
Love
can't
to crack in for a lethal swing, but like Noyark's board is pretty big, and my
Huge.
evasion doesn't get around his 4/4 either. Is the problem?
Because I'm not even sure I want Ancestral Mask here. Like, it's probably the correct thing.
There's probably other fight. There's like Warbriar's Blessing. It's an aura. That would be a fight. What else? There's Well, no, not Broken Fall. It's not an aura. I mean, he could just have Ancestral Mask in hand.
Because, like, I mean, the chances of the thing getting countered are great, but I think what I want to do... I do like that. I know what I'm gonna grab. Or 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, sure. Yeah. I would like to get this card.
Vigilance. Good God. Yep.
Let's see.
I would like to untap this land.
Yep.
And I mean, I'll attempt to do it now. I would like to cast Howl of the Hunt, targeting Gnarlback Rhino.
Yep.
Cool. I will draw a card.
I've got nothing for it.
And I will play a land for the turn, and let's do this now.
No arc out here just soloing the table.
Pass the turn.
Okay.
Oh, I should have attacked. That's really bad. Oh well.
Let's see. Am I doing anything right now? You just have one man out there puzzle or two?
2. I have my Bronze Walrus.
Yeah, I think not attacking there is probably going to be the. That was where I was supposed to start turning the corner. This is bad.
Well, you've got a Bonder's Ornament in play, so I could draw us cards right now. That's actually not a bad idea. You have a counterspell in hand?
Nope.
He's like, no.
All right, let's draw some cards, buddy.
Alrighty.
Can I
let's
activate
draw
Bonder's
a
Ornament?
card.
I will respond to the ability on the stack.
Oh, okay. I'll put that back.
Because I think I would just want to do that. No, that's not as mana efficient as I want it to be. Like, this is a chance because people are you're all tapped out, but it's not great.
I shouldn't say I don't have a counter spell. I cannot cast it.
Yeah, like, it would be definitely wrong to not act here, so I gotta do something. It's just like, what do I do? That's fine. And then this one. Okay. That's also a line. 1, 2, 3. That doesn't change it. Alright, I will 1 or 1, 2, 3. Let's Spoils of the Hunt. I would like to have Gnarlback Rhino deal 9 damage to target Dread Linerum.
Yeah, I assume so. You got it.
Draw a card.
Okay.
Pass.
So the Bonder's Ornament will resolve.
Yep.
And then I will go to my turn and draw. Going to... Oh, boy. This is some shit. One sec here. This music just got on my nerves. We're gonna go back to, I don't know, something else here. Sorry, chat. Gotta get the music situation back in order. This music is killing me. Just go back to White Bat Audio, I guess. Do this. Yeah. Cool. Okay, so we're gonna do got card in hand here. And there's approximately 1,000,000 mana open up over there, which is a shame. We're gonna play this Haunted Fengraf, and going to. Boy, am I just passing?
Yeah, so, man,
I'm gonna pass.
he has so many blockers.
Yeah.
We can start chipping away at blockers, but
Untap.
yeah,
Let's draw.
rough.
It's a real weird spot.
Yeah.
We'll tap 2. Let's play Reckless Impulse. Let's move that over there. Is that good?
Yep. Good with me.
All right. Exile, Moment's Peace, and Burning Tree Emissary. Oh, ain't that shitty?
I mean, at least you can cast them till next turn.
Yeah. Let's. What is this card? Oh, that's actually a good card.
Well, I guess the Burning Tree is just free, so there's that.
Yeah.
Assuming you have something else to do
And
with
you can
the
always
mana.
cast the Moment's Peace to get it in your graveyard, so you can use it later.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Chat, why isn't this playing? Oh, because I've got it on mute, of course.
Well, let's do it again. Let's let New York kill my guy again. Lotus Petal.
Lotus Petal.
First.
I have anything in here? Literally don't have anything in there. That makes me sad, man. Okay, 2. Burning Tree.
Yippers.
Pop. Tap out. Amber.
Yep.
Move to combat.
Sure.
If you want the Monarch, you can swing your 1/1 at me.
And I will.
Amber has to swing at somebody, so I have to swing Amber at you or Ryan. So I don't really have a choice. Deciding on that. Crimson Fleet will be going at Noyark. And then the Spore Salad. What's the better blocks for you or you? I'll send the Spore Salad at you, Hustle, because that's an easier block for you. But Amber's gonna die no matter what, so I can't really prevent it. So it is what it is. So yeah, send it that way. Trigger Amber, trigger Hardy.
What is your target with Hardy?
I mean, it's gonna be the Commodore, man. Like it should be obvious at this point.
It's
been you every time.
So it'll become a what, an 8? An 8/5?
Yeah, it's only an 8. Yeah, it's only an 8.
8/5.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so the pump is resolved, targeting the Crimson Fleet, and then we have the attack trigger.
Yep. 1, 2, 3.
Yep.
Cool.
Yep. Good with me.
Good.
Okay. Move to block.
Alright. Well, I kind of
How's that
have to
first?
block the 4. It do be a third of my life.
Okay, so that's gonna die.
Yeah.
I will block the 8/5 with my 8/8.
Die for generate. Okay.
Nope.
And Ryan.
And then I'm blocking. Let's see, you've got the Amber coming at me. the last thing I want to be doing is removing your amber, but like simultaneously, I just like can't be taking this damage.
Yeah, I know.
Makes
I
it
don't
really
want
hard
you
to
to.
work with an amber deck, you know, because like but generally
what
speaking,
I have
there
to do,
isn't a situation like this where you've got like a single player who is just so firmly throttling the table that like I would consider.
I'm not, though. What I'm doing right now is I'm staying alive, and I'm going to wait for Puzzle Box to have the combo. I'm going to sit here until that happens.
You're gonna be sitting here for a long time, buddy.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
fine. Like, I will continue to play defense as I have for the
Yeah.
past whatever amount of turns.
That sounds like a draw.
I am gonna block with the Avalanche collar, I think.
Yep. Yeah. It is what it is.
Yeah, it is
Yeah.
what it is. I
Yep,
do so grudgingly.
So happens, or what do we got?
Before damage,
Yep, before damage.
I would like to cast Ranger's Guile, targeting Gnarlback Rhino, giving it +1/+1 and hexproof, and I will draw a card.
Okay.
Okay, so I am going to respond to that. I am going to... Let's see. Somebody else does make blue. Good. Okay, so we'll go cedh's Ring and Pristine Talisman, gaining 1 life. Oh, I missed a trigger on that last time. I forgot to just tap it to gain the life. Pay 2 here for Resculpt, targeting the Rhino.
I will... This seems like the best time. Yeah, that's fine. I will cast Sheltering Word, targeting Gnarlback Rhino.
Oof. Yeah, I'll just tell you now that I am Alt F4 on this one, unfortunately.
Gator, do you have any way to help?
I do not.
Okay.
I wish I could. But
Yeah,
I
I hear you. I hear you. Yep. I will pay 1. Wait, did I? Oh, I tapped this thinking it was my Felwar Stone this turn. Sorry, this is my cedh's Ring. I got confused. These are supposed to be tapped right now. Because I was like, oh, I'm going to tap my Felwar Stone, but we're going to go...
yeah, you said if it had blue, like if anybody had blue.
Yeah, yeah,
So,
exactly.
Yeah, you're
Yep.
good.
Yep.
You're good.
Okay, we're going to go Bonder's Ornament, or maybe it's blue, like that, into Prismatic Lens, into cedh's Ring, to cast...
Yeah, that old ring it messes with the eyes.
Soul Read, choosing to counter target spell unless its controller pays 4. Is this card not
Nice.
on here anymore? Okay, it is.
And what spell will you target?
I am going to target the Sheltering Word.
Okay. Did you take the Ambergris? Who was? Did you take the Ambergris
I
on
was attacked by it, but I blocked with my Avalanche Collar.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So
And
yes.
then the Moment's Piece is why that's in play?
Moment's Piece is in exile off of Reckless Impulse.
So is
So
Amber in play?
There's blocks declared.
Yeah,
right now.
we're on blocks.
Yeah, we're
still.
on
Oh yeah.
blocks.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
This is still mine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, before damage.
I mean, yeah. Basically, all of these, the triggers are still on the stack, so I just get to draw cards. So every one of these is fine to burn. Don't really have much of an issue with any of that. So let's see. Is that correct? Or this one? Fight start. Okay. Yeah. I will cast Gaia's Gift, targeting Gnarlback Rhino.
In response, I will pay 1, 2, 3, 4. Converting a blue with my Crystal Grotto to cast Capsize, targeting the commander.
Targeting Gnarlback?
Yes.
Cool.
No buyback.
No buyback.
Darn.
This is perfect. I have no response.
Yep.
Shall we resolve the stack down?
Yes, we can resolve the stack down. Yep, so that means this will bounce your commander, which is the less fortunate of them, but perhaps I should have done this another way around, but that's okay. We'll resolve these here.
We've lost.
And then what I'm going to do here too is pay 1, 2, 3 before combat damage resolves, and cast Keep Watch. And attempt
Draw
to draw 3 off of the 3 attacking creatures.
Nice.
I believe there are 3 there.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Okay, cool. And then we can go to combat damage resolving.
So I will draw 3 cards before we get there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then that's a trampler that was attacking Noyak, right?
Yep.
That's correct. I will be taking 8.
Hey guys, can you hear me?
Believe it.
Yeah, we can hear you.
We can hear you.
Okay, I'll be right back. Sorry, my internet went out.
You're good.
Yeah, so Findhorn, what happened was, just to illustrate here, and I had the cards laid out, the stack goes like this. I cast Resculpt first.
Here we go.
With the Ranger's Guile. There's a Ranger's Guile cast. I cast Resculpt in response. He cast Sheltering Word. I cast Soul Read. And then I cast Capsize. He cast Gaia's Gift. And then I cast Capsize. And then we resolved all of this. Capsize, Soul Read, Resculpt. And then last spell I cast was Keep Watch to draw the 3 cards off of Gator's attackers. Hopefully that clears it up.
So combat damage.
Yeah. So this got blocked then?
The
blocker was removed, so I took my
the blocker. Mm-hmm.
It's
Okay.
trampled, so.
Okay. So then Amber dies. This will die. And then my 3 cards. Main phase 2. Woo!
We made it.
Forest. Very exciting.
Yep.
And pass turn.
Alrighty. Play an island.
Yeah, that was a pretty heavy stack for sure. I mean, ultimately, like, my decision about what I was going to do was based on the idea of buying back the Capsize, but I decided not to, and so the Capsize would have been the correct target in the future. It would have been better to have cast Capsize first without buyback, but it's okay. Because now we can just recast it, and he's got tons of cards in hand, so it kind of doesn't change the outcome. It's like tempo play, I guess. Gives an opportunity for Puzzle to get in a little bit, but Puzzle can't get that frisky this turn.
Yeah, all I can do is remove the 3/2 really with my 7/7. But it does remove a blocker, which is still something.
I mean, I took 8 damage, and Ryan is completely shields down, which is what I gained from that.
I am shields down completely. I could totally die to like a flurry of pump spells on any one of these creatures.
Yeah,
I have accepted my own death in this
I
game.
will. Yeah, but you know, Noyak also still has 8 cards in hand, so I'll go to combat.
I was gonna say I believe you're supposed to just outright swing all of it at New York.
Swinging the 3/4 just gets blocked by a 4/4.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like sure.
So I can
swing
hit
out
him
at
for
me, and then
2 damage.
as I continue to lose things and block your stuff, then Gator will be in a fantastic position. So
I mean, I can't even cast my commander.
Yeah,
At
I
this
don't think.
point.
Yeah, I
Like,
think Gators.
yeah, I've been the only one
Yeah, I'm more
truly
scared of
pressuring.
Ryan at this
Like,
Well, I just spent 4 cards on him. So I mean, I had to save
Yeah.
up that stuff. I had to draw a lot of cards to get there because I wasn't just.
I'm
gonna
not
blow it.
swinging at you. I just mean I'm more scared of you than Gator.
yeah, I'm not that
I'll
scared.
go to combat and swing 7 at Noyak.
Mhm.
I will block with Shrine Steward.
Yep.
Jesus, look at that graveyard. So many spells.
I will go to main phase 2,
Beefy.
and I will pay 7 for Imoti. Cascade trigger.
Yeah.
We will get an honored heirloom.
Hmm.
Love to see that. There we go. That helps keep Ryan in check. I have too big of a board state. I will go to end step. Draw off a monarch.
Okay, rock.
And yep. I have to discard. Let's go ahead and discard this Staunch Throne Guard. Go ahead, Noyak.
I would like to Utopia Sprawl this forest. I will name Green.
Mhm.
I will cast a Gnarlback Rhino.
Mhm.
Yep.
It's unfortunate, but is this even the time? It seems like it. Untap the land.
Oodles of manas.
I will attempt to cast 2, 3. Yeah, I think it's time to start diversifying. Interesting. I would like to cast Ancestral Mask, targeting Conclave Naturalists.
Yep, pass priority.
Same.
For each other enchantment. How many enchantments are in play?
1, 2, 3 currently. So
4
that'd
for
be-
Hardy
It
Outlander.
counts.
4 for the Hardy Outlander and 5 for the
5
Candlekeep
for
Sage.
Candlekeep.
Yeah,
Yikes.
it's a big non-trampler. Oh man, how problematic is this?
Highly.
It's problematic.
Yeah, there's no trample, but there's plenty of ways to do that in the deck.
Yeah. I'm questioning how much I can afford to counter this and let you go to your turn.
Yeah, I don't have any of my combo cards right now. So,
Let's see. Yes. He has too much mana for me to do anything. So, yep.
Very large.
is it 10? 10 power? No, more than that. It's 1, 2, 3, 4,
It's
5.
getting 10,
It's
right?
14 power. Yeah.
I would like
Yeah.
to cast an Urban Burgeoning, targeting this land.
Yeah,
Jesus.
good plan.
Let's go 1, 2. I would like to cast Prized Fight, targeting Conclave Naturalists and Avalanche Caller.
Yep. It is dead. Good luck, y'all. I think you're dead.
I would like to untap this Voyaging Cedh. And
You're telling me.
tap this land. Yep, we will go Conclave Naturalists coming at Ryan.
Let me consider my options here.
Snap back like a boss.
Need to look.
I love snapback. Show me the gush into snapback.
の子虫など顔取りも聞かんわい。お前はもう死んでいる。何？もうは匠できる。
Let's be honest, Ryan. Do you have a combo in
No,
your hand?
I'm dead. I'm dead. I was just playing for chat the NANI?
Okay, hang on. I am
Oh, I
debating
have
on
no
keeping
combo
you alive.
cards.
I'm debating on
sorry,
keeping you alive.
I have a single card, and that is Archaeomancer.
No, don't show your cards. I am debating on keeping you alive because it
Okay.
takes pressure off of me.
Okay.
So,
Sure. Yeah,
this
I have
is
no
where-
response to this. So.
Yeah, this is where I'm at. Because I'm casting this card at the end of your turn no matter what. And if I do this now on your turn, it keeps a little bit of pressure off of me to attempt to gain more board state, which might bite me in the ass later, so.
Okay. I mean, it's probably a hexproof spell, but. Well,
I mean,
No.
it's
I
a
have-
moment's piece.
It's a moment's piece.
Oh,
It's a moment's piece.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, sure.
So, I think I just do it, realistically. Keeping you alive helps me a lot. So yeah,
Oop,
We're gonna do it.
sorry, Chat. Okay, there we go.
we're gonna cast it.
Okay, Moment's Peace. Gonna prevent
I
all
will
damage.
not respond.
Okay.
Yep. I will go to my second main phase. Two floating.
It's huge. 18.
I'm not dead yet. I'm
I would-
happy.
Like to cast Joriel's Favor, targeting Gnarlback right.
Generation.
What? Nothing. Use your inputs. I'm not
Yep,
dead.
yep.
There.
I
He says
got
he's
nothing
not
for
dead.
it.
Yes, he is. I'm not. He isn't? Well, he will be soon. He's very ill. I'm
Draw a card.
No, you're not. You'll be stone dead in a moment. Oh, I can't take it
One.
like that.
I'm happy.
I don't want to do what the time. Oh, don't be such a baby. I can't take him. I feel
Use
fine.
one of the mana. I will play a Kyrian Ranger.
Oh dear lord.
Since I lost 9
Man.
today. Well, when's your next run? Thursday.
That's every turn broken.
I would like to return this gingerbread cabin to my hand.
Yep.
Oh my god.
I will play gingerbread cabin. Food token. And that's gonna untap this creature.
Yeah.
Then I think that's fine. I will pass the turn there.
I'm not dead yet. Good God. It's just like so dead in so many different ways right now. I could make a very large avalanche collar. I think that's probably where we start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Gain a life. 8. Is it 9 on this cast? 9.
If you want the Opal Palace.
9.
9. Cast it. Avalanche collar. Draw a card. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Look how big he is. He's so big. big blue butt. Oh gosh. Fly Jump saying, didn't know opponent gets another turn as a common card. Yeah, that's right. It's a time walk for dead people. I'm passing the turn.
At the end of your turn, I'm gonna pop my clue token, or my food token.
Yeah.
The thing that's gonna untap.
Yeah, I use that 4 mana every turn.
And then because this Curian Ranger only activates
Once each turn.
once each turn, I will pick up the Gingerbread Cabin and untap the Voyaging Satyr.
Wow.
Yep.
See, yeah. The thing about
Mono
all
green
this,
control,
the
baby.
thing about all this Noyark is that you're not doing a good job of taking heat off yourself with interactions spicy like that. Holy shit.
I mean, there's no chance that I take heat off myself.
Oh
at
no,
any
no,
point.
I totally understand that.
That
There's
will
a
never
fallacy.
happen.
There's a fallacy in the statement in that you've already established yourself as Nicol Bolas, and it's just playing out the way it is. Is just a matter of like when
Gator?
you decided to.
Yeah.
Put
But
on
I'm
the
not
ground.
Nicol
You
Bolas.
have
Mono green is bad.
Any burn? Do you have any way to burn Noyark?
I just drew something. So I'm going to try to play it.
Cool.
Okay.
Here's a Hissing Iguanar.
Cool.
Oh,
Good with me.
God.
And then I'm going to reveal my hand and play Land Grant. I have a Witty Roastmaster in hand.
Alrighty. Go
I'm-
get your land.
I'm going to go get a land. I'm going to get a Woodland Ridgeline. And then... Can I hit you with my Boreal Druid puzzle to get the Monarch?
Yes. Yes, you can.
Then I would like to move to combat.
Puzzle might even draw me a card with
that's-
Bonder's Ornament. That'd be cool.
That is in my hand, not in play. I would like to swing for 1 at you, puzzle.
I'll block. I will not block.
And then I would like to move to main phase 2, play that land,
I will remove my.
and I would like to move to end step and draw a card.
Yeah, during your end step, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4. Activate Bonder's Ornament
Yeah,
for all
hey.
my Bonder homies.
For all the bondage homies out there.
Good to go to turn.
Yeah.
Yep.
See, it's either Boner Ornament and Gay Rock or Bondage
Oh wait,
Ornament.
no. I do have to do things.
Okay.
Yeah,
Alright.
you're
Go ahead.
you're a
I'm
multi.
tapped out.
You're a multi. Existing makes me upset.
Yeah, I assume so.
I would like to have Gnarlback Rhino fight Imoti.
Yippers.
So Gnarlback Rhino fighting that.
Puzzle's the
tapped
only
out
chance we got. You counter it, we're solid. you don't. We're in
Well, I don't
trouble.
have any. I don't have a counter spell. That's
Okay,
not,
I get
not
to draw a card.
what I'm able
And
to do. Hold on. So this is all
And step.
end step.
Yeah, I am tapped out at the moment.
Well, you have one. You have 1 mana. You have 1 mana.
No, this was. I had to tap this too.
Oh.
This was my board state during this.
Yeah. I mean, this
Oh,
feels
you-
like a bummer.
You move the Rhino.
I don't know that removing the Rhino is what keeps me. I don't think that keeps me alive. I
If
think
you
the thing with the ancestral mask is very scary, right?
No, the Rhino bouncing means he would have to play it again to draw the more cards, and it keeps Puzzle's
No, but
creature alive.
if I take care of the Rhino and then he just yeets my commander with a fight spell and then swings at me, then I'm dead.
if you bounce the Rhino, then I can spin the wheel to try to find bounce for the.
I
big
am
one.
going to cast Tamio's completion, targeting the Conclave Naturalists.
Okay.
Hmm.
So-
Wait.
Yeah, because there's the deck is
There's
full
a
of fight spells. Full of
there's
fight-
the Ranger untaps it.
Yeah, it just untaps it. Oh, is that true? Oh God,
So
this
like,
doesn't do shit, does it?
no, it doesn't
Yeah.
do literally anything.
Well,
Unless it hits the
loses all
ranger.
abilities,
itself,
so I guess I can. No, I mean, oh God. Yeah. I am opening myself up to lethal. I am just gonna put this on the Gnarlback then. Yeah. we'll
I would
target the
like
Gnarlback.
to. I would like to untap this land.
Yep, you may do that.
I would like to tap this land for 4 mana.
Mm-hmm. Anybody else responding to that?
No.
I mean, can't respond to mana abilities,
Well, you can
but
respond to the triggers on the auras. That's what he's saying.
the auras don't trigger, I don't think.
I'm pretty
You-
sure they
like-
do. When they become
They.
tapped.
It is.
It just says
they
the
are-
land
they
taps
give the land
for
mana.
extra mana
Oh, that's
they give it-
Utopia.
and ability to the land itself.
I'm not sure that's all of them, but I see the Utopia Sprawl is that one, right?
There's Utopia, Sprawl, Wild Growth, and Fertile Ground.
Are they all
I'm pretty sure they all do
modifying-
that.
Yeah, whenever it's tapped. Okay, it just adds an additional. Yeah, all right. Cool.
Yeah.
Sweet. Yep, go ahead. You got it.
I would like to cast Scale Deflection, targeting the Gnarlback right now.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So the Tamio Safekeeping will lose its target and go to the graveyard.
And Imoti will get punched.
Are you also
And I
drawing
will-
a card off of that too?
Yep, I have my Fight spell draw and this draw.
I will target you for 1. No, Yark.
Off
What
of-
died?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Emoti.
that thing. Yeah.
Emoti.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright. And then
What?
I will go to
Draw
my
my
turn.
cards.
What died? You fought
The thing
it.
the thing I killed.
The whole reason we're here in the first place. Man. This is rough. I'll play my land. I will go.
Snacks.
Cast an Ulamog's Crusher.
Sure is.
maybe we can start in with that. And then I cannot really swing into the 17 or whatever the hell that thing is. So I think I will just have to pass the turn here.
I'm just sad I'm not playing a deck that has ample removal right now. Makes me sad.
Do I do anything on the end step? No. I mean, I guess this is untapped because if it's your turn, still no. I'd like to generate Mania. Generates 8. I will pick up the gingerbread cabin, untap this. No, wait. Do I untap that? I don't need to do this yet. 8 mana in pool. I will cast the Dread Linerim.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
1 mana floating. I will cast an Arbor Elf.
Mm.
Okay, yes, I will do this thing. I will untap the Voyaging Satyr with the Kyrian Ranger. I will untap this land. I will tap this land.
Can you guys see me?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, my camera froze for a second. I wasn't sure.
Using 4 mana, I would like to cast Whip Silk targeting Gnarlback Rhino.
Oh boy. This
Yeah.
is an engine.
Why does my...
Not good.
Yep. Yikes. I
You've
have no
heard.
response.
Alright, draw a card, comes into play. I will use 1 of the 3 mana I have floating to pick it up. I will cast it, targeting Gnarlback Rhino.
Here we go.
Pay card. Use the remaining floating mana to pick it up. Let's cast it, targeting Gnarlback Rhino. Holy fuck. Okay. That's pretty good. I would like to spend 1, 2, 3 mana. I will cast an Elvish Guidance targeting this land.
Oh my god. Okay.
Yep.
I would like to untap this Voyaging Satyr.
Oh my god. 1, 2,
How much
3,
mana do you
4,
have?
5.
Says 2.
It's gonna produce 5 extra.
Yep.
Wait, is it for each
How
elf in
much-
play? There's another elf here.
No, how much mana do you have
No,
right
never
now?
mind. Yeah, Boreal Druid. It's actually
Like
it's more.
in response to this trigger? Do you just have the 2?
1, 2, and that. So you're responding to the untap trigger on Voyaging Satyr, I'm assuming.
Yeah. I think I will respond to that with channeling a Mirror Shell Crab to stifle the untap.
Let's see. Anything that I can do about that? Stifling the untap trigger on the Voyaging Satyr.
Yep.
Oh,
Do I care? Let's see. No, this all seems fine.
We have Stifle at common.
I
That's
actually
lame.
just got stifled. Hilarious. Cool. I think so. That is plenty.
Yeah, I'd rather you not draw the 3 or 4 extra cards that untapping that land would do. So.
Yeah, I mean that's completely reasonable. Um.
This board is so chunky.
Yeah, I will pass the turn there.
Wow.
Oh no, wait. I'm sorry. I need to go to combat. I completely forgot. I have a huge attacker.
Is the cloak in your hand? The whip cloak or whatever?
The whip silk is on the Gnarlback Rhino.
Okay.
And yeah, this very large. It doesn't give it trample, does it?
No.
Why would it? I will swing a very large conclave naturalists at Gator.
See, chat, he doesn't want to give me more cards with Candlekeep Sage.
Blah.
I would like to give target creature trample.
Fog.
Yep.
Casting Moment's Peace from the graveyard.
Yep.
And then I will pass the turn.
Okay. I will draw. Oh boy. Chat. Shit's rough. Pay 4, cast Archaeomancer.
Yep.
Yippers.
All right, Puzzle. I'm going to target the capsize, which you're not gonna honor Heirloom.
Nope.
Cool. Good talk.
I don't have the mana and the heirloom is tapped.
Okay. One, two, three. Let's see. God, it's so funny. It's like trying to win is so far from my brain right now. It's just like constant survival. Like, I feel like I got big scarcity thinking right now, chat.
You're welcome.
Big scarcity thinking. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Do we appreciate?
Yeah.
11 mana, 30 cards through the deck. What do we got?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go get some water real quick, you guys.
Sounds
Yeah.
good.
I'm F6, so do your thing.
Going, role player.
Go. Salvager of Secrets.
Alrighty, let's see it.
Targeting Resculpt.
Yep.
I'll get that back. And then I will pass the turn. And yeah. Elijah, I'm asking, can you capsize the huge land? That's an option.
I will at the end of the turn create mana. And
So in
Can't respond to the mana
no, that's right.
generation.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, mana.
I will pick up Whip Silk.
Okay.
That you can respond to.
Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I would not respond to it. I would respond to the untapped trigger on the upkeep of his land because he has floating mana right now.
That's true. Yeah. Okay. Good call. Yep. That happens.
I can just as easily, like, I mean, it does
can
require me to
untap
return
it.
a land to my hand, but I can make
there's
that
lots
thing
of ways.
untapped if I want it to be.
Yeah, that's fine. But
Yeah.
you have to jump through more hoops, so
Yeah.
Yes.
I
will
don't
spend...
think it's actually a trigger to untap it either.
untap this land during each other players. It has to be a trigger. It's like everything has a trigger on its upkeep.
It's, I mean,
but
like,
not for untapping. And
yeah,
if
it
it's
gains the same
untapping with
untap
you,
as everybody else's thing.
I don't think it actually triggers. I'm gonna look it up, but
Yeah, that's
Islane,
true.
I'm really glad to see that you got that 1,000 subs. Fantastic.
Yeah, that's true. I'm looking at the card now, and it's just in
yeah, like Seedborn.
rotation. Yeah. So that might be relevant.
Enchanted land untaps at the same time as the active player's permanence.
Alrighty. Well, I'm not doing anything right now, so.
Yeah, I don't think it's actually a trigger.
Yeah, it's not. Not by that statement, it's not. So. But am I good to go to my turn, or?
I will pop the food with my floating mana.
Yeah, I'm good with you going to turn.
Okay. And here we go.
So then, should I be doing something now before the?
No, it untaps with me.
But what
so-
I'm saying is I'm saying now, like, this is all at my end step. So if I want to do something with that land, this would be the time to do it.
Yes, it would be because
Okay.
now he uses in turn order he had to use his mana first prior to you. So yes.
So yeah, you can do it after the food pop.
Correct. I think I was tapped out. Doesn't really matter. I don't have
I
anything.
think I'm
to do.
just gonna full price capsize, targeting the land.
I'll respond by returning it to my hand with Kyrian Ranger to fizzle it.
That's great. Good talk. Fuck me.
Yeah, still gets all the enchantments gone though, so
Yeah, it's still really
that's
good.
something.
Yep.
Am I
I would
good?
have preferred you to have a capsize, but
Yeah, Fly, I did miss that 1 point of life on the Pristine Talisman. Thank you. Yep. I missed the
Good.
very first one I did, but I did not add that in later on because it was way too late. But that
Am I
one
good?
was right there, so yep, go ahead.
Okay, here we go. Draw. All right. The card everyone obviously knows I have. So 3. Let's go with Witty Roastmaster.
Yep.
yeah.
All right. And then let's tap 1 and go with Voldaren Epicure. Trigger.
Taking 2.
Yeah, 2 to everyone.
Yucky.
And then make a blood token.
When Gator wins this game.
There's no way
Yeah,
I
like-
win this.
Well,
No, it's-
it wouldn't
I got
be-
one
if
card
they-
left in
If
hand.
they're all cool with you just burning the entire table to kill me, you will win this game.
Definitely not cool with the Witty Roastmaster. Yeah.
So, and then blood
Holy-
token.
Yeah.
I mean, you are the man to remove it, Noir, so.
Yeah.
Are you
Like-
kidding? I've got life gain in the deck.
Yeah, dude, he wouldn't do that in a million
Do not
years.
care.
Yeah.
So we have to kill you.
This is-
Ta-da!
You either have to kill me or kill that. Interact with somebody else, please.
You have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Considering the fact that we've been interacting with you all game and you still have this board state and 7 cards in hand,
more
I do
life
not
than
feel bad
anyone.
for interacting with you.
Yeah.
No, it's fine. I'm just mono green's bad, guys.
I mean, yeah. I'd say it's not good, but when no one is
Oh, yeah,
playing
is it?
black, when no one's playing black to remove or actual control spells to deal with your commander,
It's important to remember that
I
colors
don't
are
like.
only good in
You
context
saw how
of
many
their
regeneration spells and hexproof spells I had, right? Like for the amount of black removal that could exist,
decks. The sweepers,
I've got
though,
answers.
The sweepers
you can still
would've
respond to
been
it.
very good. Yeah, but
sweepers could be pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
there
think a
are still
pestilence
a
or a
lot of
crypt rats.
indestructible spells.
yeah,
I even
pestilence-
discarded 3 of them to hand size this
a
game.
pestilence or a crypt rats though would have done amazing work here.
Oh, I'm still
Make
gonna
your attacks.
But I mean, it's
Yeah,
a
I'm still
fucking
gonna attack
amazing
you, no,
deck.
Eric.
I mean, chat, this is disgusting.
too.
We're 3v1ing a mono green deck that has had 7 cards in hand.
What is that, a
or-
5/2 and a 2/2?
A 5/2 and a 2/2. Yes.
Yeah,
I will block your 5/2 off of a 10/10 Conclave Naturalists, and I will block your 2/2 off of a Dread Linerum.
Okay. They will die. You will take 2 damage.
Yep.
Then I would like to move to end step and draw a card.
Now we're in an interesting situation here. Play my land.
yeah. Fight cards are fine. I don't know that they're really good. It does depend on the deck. This particular green deck here, turning every fight spell into a draw spell, is like on par with like Torwauki turning every instant and sorcery into a Soren's Bite. So I think the context is really key here, because otherwise they can always like a fight spell means that your opponents can counter your fight spell with removal. So if there's some risk there, but in this deck it's just removal and protection. So
I'm going to cycle this
yeah, it's insane.
wind color Aven. So cycle will be on the stack as well as a trigger to give my Ulamog's Crusher flying this turn.
Yep.
Why is this card in the deck? Whoa. Oh, because you can cast. Oh god. Yeah.
All right. Crusher is a flyer now. How big is the Rhino right now?
It's a 6/6.
6/6.
That thing that's enchanting it is what again?
It has a. I can pay a green to regenerate it.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and go.
What gave it the? The counters were from other spells. That
Dread
you picked?
Linerum.
Oh yeah, exactly. When you gave it the hexproof, got it. That makes complete sense. Yep. That's a really cool art, by the way. I really like the art on Dread Linerum.
It's a Dwagon.
It's a Dwagon Snack. Dwagon Snack.
Let's just go to combat. Well, man, okay. So you have the mana to regenerate, so that's not really a thing. Gator, do you have any way to deal with the Rhino if I force him to regenerate it?
Crickets.
Oh,
Gator, you
sorry.
there?
I was on mute. Sorry. I'm over here talking to myself.
You're good.
No, I do not.
Okay, so that's not a good play.
I wish I did, but I don't. I have something for Ryan he's going to be happy about.
Mm. Oh. Oh.
I guess I could do that too. Oh man, that costs 5. And I have not mentioned it. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go 5 to encore my Finclave.
Uh-huh. And it can't be blocked except for what?
Power 2 or less cannot block them.
Oh, my dude. Why you do this?
He doesn't have to attack with all 3. For the
I
second card.
do
I
actually.
think he does. Exile for each opponent. Create a token copy that attacks that opponent this turn if able. They
Oh,
gain
yeah,
haste.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh God. Jesus.
There's a
I'm
big
dying
boy.
in so many different ways.
And then I will go to combat. So everybody will get their 7/4, and Noyarki will get an additional 7/7 and an 8/8 flyer, and Annihilator 2 trigger.
Yeah, I die to this. Because the 3 sacrifices from the Finclads will proc the Hissing Iguanar enough times to kill me. I do not have a creature with reach. This is game over for me.
Is there?
Well, we have to do the math
1,
because
2,
my
3,
Iguanar
1.
triggers are very specific on if you just like.
Right, like-
There's other things attacking. So I could like set up the block where I. Yeah. Okay. So I will then.
Like, sure, I'll block the Finclad with my... It's currently a 10/10.
I have a response to
So before
attacks.
blocks?
Before blocks,
okay.
yeah. I have to.
Yeah,
I have to spin my wheel. I'm going to tap 1. I will sacrifice my blood token. I will discard 3. Pay 3 more, and I will discard Arrogant Worm into play to draw a card.
And trigger.
Trigger.
Ping.
Draw.
Yep. Everybody take 1.
Yep.
Then I'm gonna move that in front of your big dude.
And I
Yep.
think, like, the sacrifices have to be...
And then, like, what are? So I could take 7. Oh man, I don't even think I can take 7. That's like an absolute like no. I'm gonna block with Avalanche Caller. On that
It's a 7/4.
big boy. Yep.
I don't know why
Yep.
he's not. wanting to shoot.
So I guess if we're going to blocks, sorry, we need to go to blocks first, which would be first Noyark, and then me, and then Gator.
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
so
Could
Noyark,
use
you're
back-
blocking.
So, yeah, I need to figure out what I'm sacrificing, so...
Oh yeah. So before
I
this
think-
is like sacrifice triggers on the stack, casting the blood
Yeah.
token thing. Okay.
So I'm gonna return a forest in an attempt to untap... Voyaging Satyr. I will untap this. I will attempt to draw for an out, but unfortunately, yeah, there's not enough mana to make anything worthwhile. I'm gonna cast Poison the Blade, targeting Gnarlback Rhino. Draw 2 cards.
Yep.
And then the sacrifices are going to be Curian Ranger, and I will take 1. And then Elvish Mystic, and I will take 1.
Well, chat, you saw it here
Well,
first.
wait,
Mana.
why are you just automatically taking 1? I could choose to not target you with those.
I mean, sure. Where are you
Like-
pointing them?
Yeah, like I gotta do the math. Like, how many of his creatures are flyers and stuff like
So
that?
we've got
like,
the sacrifice of the 2 creatures. So
Mhm.
processing that first.
okay,
My
so
creature
both
is
flyers.
temporarily a flyer.
The A, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so you already took the 1 from the Witty, and then I'm gonna send 1 at you, so you go to 10, and then I'm going to send the other.
I was at 12, so you're taking 1 from the death trigger is going at me?
No, 1 from the Witty, which
Yeah,
was my
so-
Arrogant Worm. So you
yeah.
go to 11, and then 1 now for the first sacrifice. So 1 at you, so to 10, and
Yep.
then the 3 sacrifices from those is 1, 2, 3, and you would take 8. So then I would point 1 of the one of the Iguanars at Ryan.
Yep.
On the second elf.
And then we go to blocks.
Yep. Okay. Blocked. So I'm going to declare Avalanche Caller on. Let's see. Do I do Avalanche Caller that way? Boy.
So I will. I mean, my
Really?
blocks are first. I'm gonna block the Maelstrom Wanderer with Conclave Naturalists, and I will block the Finclad with Gnarlback. Is there anything else coming at me?
Just the flyer.
Yeah, I don't think I have anything with reach here. So
Okay. So for me, I just take 7. It's a lot. I go to 6. I gain 1 from the Pristine Talisman. Back to 7. That puts me exactly lethal to a
Everything.
Crusher, to many things. So I need to block with the Avalanche Caller, and I will.
And then we will. So we have. So 1, 2, 3. If I take the 7, I'm gonna. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna take 7.
All right. So go to damage.
Yep.
So Crusher connects for 8. This will die.
All right. So I have
This will die. This
1,
will
2,
die.
1, 2, 3, 4 triggers at the minimum. How many?
my
more?
Gnarlback Rhino, I believe it's 6/6, so it will die.
So
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And one trigger for me.
Okay, so then 2 at Noyark.
And
Yeah, so 1 at Noyark first, and then another 1 at Noyark,
Mhm.
and then Ryan, you took the 7. No, you blocked.
Yep, I blocked.
So then I have 1, 2,
You have 4
1,
more.
2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4
Or-
more.
Yeah, 4 more.
So with 4 more, I will do all 4 of them at 4. Crap. 1, 2, 3. I will do all 4 of them at you, Puzzle.
Yeah.
Okay, and I'm gonna draw a card off of the Avalanche Caller dying from my Candlekeep stage.
Yep. Go to main phase 2. I have 5, 6, 7 mana.
Chat, this game is fucking crazy.
yeah, Islane, I got the beard going on. I'm wearing a robe.
You're basically the dude over there right now.
The dude abides.
The dude does abide.
It might be like heavy material, like off-brand for the stream. It's sad stuff, but that is very like more of a compliment than you could possibly understand. And I will tell you in person later why.
I'll cast an Air Cult Elemental. ETB.
I should just start rattling off dude
Um,
triggers.
I think I have to bounce the. Do I
The
bounce
Witty?
the worm or the Roast Master? I think it's the
Probably
Roast
the-
Master.
Yeah, the Roast Master. Yeah.
Yeah, bounce Roast Master.
Okay.
And then I will pass the turn.
Drawing for turn. Wow, chat.
Oh, you took the 7, right, Gator?
Yeah, I go to 16.
I am the Monarch now. I will
Yep.
draw it instead.
He is Te Monarch. Oh man. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Gonna cast Stern Lesson.
The hell is that?
It's gonna be it's a loot. That's like Thrill of Possibility, but
2 discard.
yeah, but we're gonna make a Power Stone token as well.
Yep.
Tap. So I will draw 2, discard 1. Ah man, None of this is good. We're gonna discard the Guardian Idol. We're gonna play this Mystic Island. It's island. Boy, I could literally just do what I've been doing this whole game, which is just like recast my fucking commander.
It's big though.
But it just keeps getting bigger, which is kind of funny. Oh boy.
Keep that hand healthy.
I feel like yeah, I could do that. I could, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 mana. Um, 13 mana. And Avalanche Caller, this would be 11 this time around.
Yeah.
Jesus. I mean, it's not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea. 3, 4,
Yeah.
5,
The nice thing about Palace is it helps scale.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Avalanche Caller. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, it's a 6/8. Cool. I will draw a card off of that. I will
It's close to
then...
being able to block Ulamog's Crusher.
It's getting there. It's getting there. I will pass the turn. Alright, chat going crazy here.
Untap.
Islane, thanks for joining us, dude. Glad to have you here. Appreciate it. This aggression will not stand, man. That's right. And goddamn, that rug really brought the room together.
Okay, I guess so.
Let me explain something to you,
I need to
man.
discard a card. And it's
I am
gonna
not
be...
Mr. Lebowski. You're Mr. Lebowski. I'm the dude. So that's what you call me.
It's like the alter ego. It's like Gollum talking to himself, and he's got like the dude and the Mr. Big Lebowski, you know.
Try to play it. I'm assuming it's getting counterspelled.
The Witty Roastmaster may resolve.
I have nothing for it.
I think
I'm just here, man.
he's just out here.
1, 2, 3, 4. 4. Stirring Guard.
Ooh.
Lay initiative.
Yep. ETB. I'll take one.
Is it good? Trigger. And then I will get the initiative. I will get a mountain.
How much does your commander cost right now, Gator?
10.
10?
Yeah.
So you can cast her now. You can get there.
Not both, but yeah.
10.
For the Stirring Bard.
Yeah. I'm just wondering if he has the mana at all, and yes, he does now.
Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna cast this next card, and this is definitely gonna get me killed, but I'm doing it anyways. So we're going all in. That's my hand over there. So you're a 4 now.
I feel like
1, 2, 3.
Yeah,
4,
I think I'm kind of
5.
dead. Here is the problem.
Tiamat's Fanatic.
Yeah, I'm super dead.
Trigger.
Oh boy.
I mean, I did call this as soon as I died.
I mean, I have
I mean,
no choice
I-
but to kill you,
I
because you're
fully
trying to
agree.
kill me the whole game,
Yeah.
Noyark. So, like,
I wasn't. I started trying to kill Gator and try to kill Ryan.
You were divvying
Oh, like,
the fun
absolutely.
around, for sure.
yeah,
but
you
the
just
trouble
kill
is,
Emoti
like,
every time.
it's the same
so
problem that
I
you
can't
get with
deal with that.
Tor.
I think
you
that's
know?
true. I think there's a certain amount to turtling up instead of helping the rest of the table and just like letting somebody die, though.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of saw this coming too, and Gator manages to accomplish this relatively often, where he's got
I mean,
nothing left
I
and then
also stated it,
claws
but
back in.
I have no
Yeah,
choice.
like-
Oh yeah,
But
this is gone.
there weren't any decisions to really be made there that like went to the contrary, so it's kind of pointless. But okay, so it's
Yeah.
going to be one trigger if we do it that way. And
Oh, I
guess-
mean, like, there is. The decision to be made is the person who is first to backstab when there is a 3v1 is the person who's going to win the game. And you gotta keep that
That's a
in
good
mind when
point.
there's
Yeah.
a 3
But
player.
you also don't get to know that until they do their thing, and so that's a
Yep.
tough thing.
I've
And
also been drawing off the top of my
No,
deck,
I mean,
too. I've been
yeah.
empty-handed. Like,
Right,
How
what
do
I
you
mean
want
by
this
that is
resolved?
if you are in a 3v1, if you are not the first person to backstab, then you are
Oh, sure,
like,
sure.
you need
Yeah.
to be the first person to
Yeah,
backstab.
that's the initiative there is important, and not the mechanic, but the idea.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm letting that resolve.
right, combat.
Yeah, the awkward thing is that, like, if I survive this turn, I definitely would win, but obviously there's no shot that I do at this point. Just because of Witty Roastmaster.
Okay,
I will-
so you're
yeah, moving to combat. In
Uh-huh.
combat. Alright,
Yep.
so this is obviously attacking Myriad Trigger.
yep.
Let's just do that as a. Do I have a copy? I don't, but that'll be
Yep, you got
two of those. Attacking, and attacking. Let me figure out where they're going. So those are getting split. You're at 3, so you'll be at 2, and you cannot take a single point of damage. So I guess I have to swing with more here. So also swing.
See, the other awkward thing is that my Ulamog's Crusher has to attack, and people can just stack creatures to it to kill me.
Oh god, it's pain.
Yeah.
So,
that is a hell of an
I'm
interaction.
like,
So
I'm very, very not good.
then you have a giant thing. So if I just send, doesn't matter what order they're dying. And then this is gonna die, and this is gonna die. So you have a full grip. You have 6. Yeah, I just have to end it now for you. We're gonna send all of it at you, Puzzle.
Yeah.
And then just the one fake one is going at you, Ryan.
Okay. I will wait for Puzzle to declare his actions first.
So best I can do is block the 4/3 with my 2/5 so that neither of them die. And then block the 4/4 with my 3/4. And then
Oh, and there's a
block
trigger too from the Myriad first that we need to take care of before blocks.
yeah, that's
so
true.
ETB,
Yeah.
there's so that's one trigger.
Yeah.
Yep. So I can kill something, but like I die. There's literally no way for me to survive here. So,
Okay. So
I'll go ahead and block the 4/3 with my 2/5, block the 1/1 with my 2/2, and the 4/4 with my 3/4, because that is the best I can do.
Yep.
and okay, so those blocks declared.
In case
And
Ryan
that's,
magically saves me.
how many unblocked things do you have?
I
here?
blocked
You
everything.
blocked
It's
everything.
all
Yeah.
blocked. Okay.
Everything's
Yep.
blocked.
Cool. Yeah. Sweet. I will block the Myriad token.
Oh no, wait. Ryan absolutely wins this game. Oops.
Yeah, Ryan wins. Like,
Yeah, there's
I'm
that
dead.
too.
I'm dead to Ryan. So I'm gonna point the 1.
So damage.
I'm gonna
Yeah. So let's see what dies. The
both of these
whale
die.
dies. So there's one off me. And then
So,
those two.
Gator, you gassed yourself out to kill Puzzle Box to then die?
No, I'm not killing Puzzle. I'm sending the 2 at Ryan. Puzzle's gonna be at 1.
Yeah. I have my Ulamog's Crusher that he can kill me with.
Okay. So how many triggers at me?
2.
2. Okay. And Witty Roastmaster here. Let me take a quick peek at this. Okay, so okay, are you passing the turn?
Yeah, if everything is good,
okay.
I would like to end the turn.
So before your turn is over, I'm gonna pay 2, and I believe this works. Yeah, no cards in hand.
I have my mountain from
Just your mountain. Okay.
Yeah.
I am going to cast Resculpt, and I am going to target your Hissing Iguanar.
Oh, okay.
And that
I'll
will
make a 4/4.
It'll make a 4/4. It'll trigger and deal 1 damage to everyone.
It will, yeah.
Yeah, I do not have any response to
Get him.
that.
Get him.
So I will die.
An active player would become.
That would become.
And yeah, you would
I'm
become
still-
Monarch Gator, but it's
Yeah,
during your
I'm still-
instep, so you wouldn't draw a card.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that it?
Yep.
All right. I will go to my turn. I will play out this island. How much mana can I make? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 18 mana. And 18 mana, so I can do 10 of that would make 5. 12 would make 6 of them. 12, 6 is 18. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make I'm gonna pay 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, gain a life, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 to animate these 6 lands. And then I will go to combat.
Yep.
And I will alpha at you.
Yep. It's 6 lanes, correct?
Yep, 6 4/4s.
6 4/4s. So block 3. Take.
So you'd block the 6 8 here is the biggest one. And then block 2 4/4s, take 16, 17, 18, 19.
Yep. And die.
There we go. My God, I kind of thought I had lost that game a long time ago.
What's the
But
game?
GG's. Wow, wild shit. Fucking Gnarlback Rhino. That is. You shared this list with me prior, and I ran it through a couple of playtests, and was very impressed with like the baseline effectiveness of the deck. You're kind of taking elements of Tor and elements of Cedh Enchanter and bringing them together in a deck, like where every spell you cast is like having an effect, but the spells that you're casting are removal. So
Yeah, it's like all removal and all protection spells.
yeah,
And
Yeah, they
as
just
much
all
as I think Herd Baloth is a pretty cool commander, I don't think the card draw is just so insane
it's
with
going to be a
Gnarlback.
different outcome, I think, because part of it would be dependent on like what kind of environment you're in, because like a Herd Baloth isn't going to be as concerned about like the sweepers, like the pestilence type stuff, as your deck is, and it's a little bit more mana for the Herd Baloth. So instead of drawing cards, you're making 4/4s. But I think both of them thrive in an environment where less people are playing counter spells. Like that's kind of the big takeaway, is like both of them, in particular yours, because it's a cast trigger. So, yo, what's up, Timmy? How you doing, man? Good to see you. But yeah, super impressive. Like that is easily a meta deck. Like.
Why were you concerned about me comboing Noirk?
I wasn't. I wanted to force the issue. Like that was you having a
don't-
combo that you could go for was the only thing I could possibly have to get interaction pointed anywhere else.
or me.
Yeah,
or
I
me.
don't have a combo.
Yeah, either,
I think
either
I
you,
stated that,
you
but
or
I do
me.
not play any combo in this deck.
Like, once again, playing this deck, I have found that I feel like the combo is just the deadest weight. I like, you know, like, it's kind of weird because there's like all these good cards that we play, but like finding Peregrine Drake has been such a bitch. It's so hard to like find this card for whatever reason, and I'm playing like 18 of the biggest draw spells in the format.
Where's your dramatic reversal? You can tutor for that one.
Yeah, I haven't hit dramatic reversal in any of my games thus far.
No merchant scroll, no
I know
muddle,
I have
no
merchant
dramatic.
scroll. I have all the tutors to find the things. I just haven't hit them yet. So maybe it's too small a sample size to say, but like this is the
Like,
third game
yeah,
in a
I
row.
mean-
Like I'm sitting at 64 cards in library right now. So like I've drawn an enormous number of cards. In hand I had Arcane Denial, Shield Wall Sentinel. So like I could have gone Shield Wall Sentinel, Drift of Phantasms, Ghostly Flicker, these two things to start getting spells back. I had Shrine
So what
Steward
part of
to
it
find
is
free.
then?
The Peregrine Drake.
But so
Me-
but you didn't draw it.
But that's
So
but-
it's not
Right.
dead weight.
No, it's not dead weight. That's the thing is it's just like it feels like it's just been hard to find. So yeah, maybe it's
Because
not
like
that
the
dead weight
rest of
isn't
the
the right
stuff
way
is
to
all
describe
very
it.
good.
Oh yeah, no, and that's the thing is it's weird to say, but like I really wanted to find the Peregrine Drake that game because I felt that I was just likely to not be able to like punch through your board, and that I was like under the gun. So Peregrine
Yeah.
Drake off the top at any moment would have been GG. But the thing is, and this is the thing that I just find that I really like about this deck, is this plan right here feels so much better. This plan right here is just like infinitely better than the combo plan.
I do think that the sample size is also like
It's low.
you had nobody interact with you basically throughout the entirety of that game except for me, and I was dealing with 3 people. Like,
Oh yeah, for
Yeah.
sure, for sure. And
I mean,
in the
this
other
deck
games,
is built to be the greediest deck at the table. That's what I built this deck to be.
so not very much interaction.
Nope.
Yeah,
I am
let's-
playing a couple of modal counter spells.
No.
Let's be realistic too. I came out the gate running hard, and I was dealing with everybody equally. Like everybody was getting hit the same. I
Mhm.
just targeted Noryark more towards the end of it because
Mhm.
he started building a very scary board state, and I gassed myself out
He had
on
a
that for
he had
sure.
a prison set up is what was going on,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Like,
And I tried
welcome
push
to my
through it.
mono green hell.
well, welcome to my
Yeah.
mono green oubliette. Like oubliette as in the prison. Yeah. No, I mean, and I think that's like one of the things about the aggro decks that makes me anxious when I play them is just like there's that element of like having to throw yourself at the like opponent and at like a particular player usually, and then just like trying to figure out what you need to do from there to like actually win when you're
That's
out of
actually
cards.
so like turn 2. I didn't block the pinger. I made the decision then. I was like looking at my hand with the amount of mana generation I
Yeah,
had.
yeah.
I was just like, it doesn't really matter what cards I draw. I will stumble backwards into this deck doing its
for
thing.
sure, for sure.
And I just want like I didn't block it because it like if it did put damage only on me, I would have considered it, but it damaged the table, so I was like, shit, I don't care. Like,
Yeah, and just
whatever.
for chat's clarity, there was a play at the beginning. There was a Firebrand Archer attack bait. So Gator swung at Noyark, who had blockers for it. Noyark decided not to block based on the read that the damage to Puzzle and I would be better than if he got rid of it in exchange for his mana creature. And that his mana
Right, and,
creatures
like-
were going to be just that good. And they were. Like, that's the thing. They were just that good. I think that play really pissed me off. But I also, it makes a lot of sense now, assuming that your hand was good. So you saw your hand, you're like,
that's
my
why
hand
I
is
send
good.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
that's
sure.
why I sent it at him because I was
Well,
like, I
if
gotta get
it's-
the most damage through now because he's developing.
No,
He's the only one truly developing here.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, I did
I don't know
nothing
if
for the
that's
first
true.
4 turns.
I mean, there was, yeah, you did nothing to develop puzzle, but both Noyark and I were like moving up the curve. I did, prismatic lens into ceth's ring, into like Felwar Stone and my commander.
Yeah,
so
there was
I
a few
developing, but
where,
I
like-
just, yeah.
There was a turn, like, I gave the Gnarlback Rhino vigilance and then forgot to attack. That sucked.
Yeah, you did just not swing a couple times.
And then there was the turn that, like, I just full on, with the interaction in hand, looked across the table and was like, yep, you can untap with that Imoti. Whatever. And that was wrong.
And yeah, you got what, like 3 free cards off of that? Which
Yeah,
was,
whenever Imoti untaps, it punishes you, and that's exactly what this deck is. It's interact with me, or don't.
I'm really pleased to see this commander do something. Yeah, this is just another commander I was like very, very wrong about. I think that the deck did really cool things this game. But yeah, like clearly there's game to this like Cascade commander that gives other things Cascade. It has like that awkward deck building thing of like wanting to have things to cascade into, but the things that you cascade into are just gonna almost always be mana rocks. So like if you design the deck
it's
around
mana rocks or
draw
or
spells,
big stuff, and it's
Yeah.
like big stuff that is cheaper, right?
Yep,
So there's
yep,
a lot
discounted.
of affinity, all that.
Are you
not
not running Rush of Knowledge?
Nope.
What is wrong with you?
well, it's not a 6 mana spell.
Instead,
So
I'm playing
what?
Mental Journey.
But actually, you know
because
what?
that's Cascade.
Puzzle, he's
Cascade
probably right.
is massive. This is instant speed Cascade.
But you know what, Puzzle? Your creatures and your permanents
Turning
are
down
like
5 mana draw
insane.
7.
Yeah, like you're drawing like 5 cards off of and just so that folks know, like Rush of Knowledge, I'll pull the card up here for you.
Rush of Knowledge is good, absolutely.
Like if you cast this with Ulamog's Crusher in play, you're just like drawing 8 cards if you cast
but
it.
that's
With a 3
that's
mana
not a
rock,
peak.
with the 3 mana rock, its floor is casting your other draw
But like,
spells.
look at your creatures though, dude. Your cheapest
Yeah.
creature after Llanowar Visionary is Owlbear, and your commander is already 5. So if you have anything that's not Owlbear, it's gonna draw you like 6 or 7 cards.
This
don't
is
know.
true, but
No Puzzle Box,
man,
run Rush of
for
Knowledge.
for that to happen, I have to cast Imoti first, start cascading,
No, you
and
don't.
then get
Your
that.
3 mana rocks, like, make the card go on rate.
I'd rather play Treasure Cruise,
No, it's
Draconic
way-
War, and
way
Mental
above rate.
Journey.
It's way above
Like,
rate. Now it
The,
doesn't
the card,
cascade, and I
it
get
is
that.
so good.
So here's
The
the
fact that
question.
it doesn't
then.
cascade is nothing.
So Draconic Lore is instant speed draw 3 for 6
Instant
mana
speed,
that,
draw
that,
3.
that is going to cascade likely into a mana rock. So is Draconic Lore being essentially like 6 mana, get a free, let's just say a Bonder's Ornament, and draw 3 cards at instant speed, is that better than
Then
the
sorcery speed,
sorcery
pay
speed-
5.
I don't think the
additionally
argument is
draw
that
cards.
you
I-
keep all of the draw spells.
I think it's draw 6, dude. I think it's twice
like-
as many cards, and then you just
like-
don't cascade, which like might just be completely fine if you don't cascade.
Yeah, like it's so many cards in your hand. I would run, like, instead of Rampant Growth or any of these other ramp spells, run Mana Rocks, because Mana Rocks, especially because they can make sure that you're hitting
So
something.
no, because I'm playing cards that have affinity
Oh.
for land types.
Affinity for
Like
land.
cards
Are
that have
questionable.
affinity for artifacts. Like, where's the?
I am
DLC.
playing them.
He's got him. He's
They are
got,
in here.
Mirror Enforcer and Sojourner's Companion and the Steelfin Whale. I see that. I think that there is when you play the, let's see. So Thoughtcast doesn't really fit with the Cascade thing. I see why you chose to play that non-Rush of Knowledge spell, but other than that, the deck was really sweet. I am impressed. How many lands do you have?
34.
34. Okay, so you just got kind of like dicked on lands.
I got a little screwed over on my ramp specifically.
Oh my God,
lands
wait a
were
minute.
pretty
Yeah,
on
Puzzle
par.
Box.
There's a Ponder and a Breer
Puzzle
in
Box.
there.
You are running Ponder and Preordain in this deck. No, put Rush
Do you
of Knowledge.
see? Do you see what this commander does?
Oh, okay. No. So you're playing Brainstorm too, right?
Yep.
Like,
all right, I don't like these cards that much, but I see why you're doing it. You're preparing, you're setting up your Cascade.
it's like I want one spell in my deck that might set up a Cascade, and the trade-off is I have a really terrible Cascade target.
It's not that bad of a Cascade target because it still helps you set up for your other Cascades.
Up the other Cascades. I think that the context around this is actually still fine with that. I think that I probably agree around the rampant growth type effects, just because you can get so much better on a mana rock, and the mana rocks contribute to like other things. But overall, like dope deck, super cool.
Well, thank you guys for the game. Really appreciate it.
Yeah,
you guys
Gator.
have a wonderful night.
Yeah, you too,
Good
man.
to see
Thanks
you.
for joining us, Gator.
Peace.
Have a good one.
This one I'm not sure about.
Good stuff, dude. Good stuff.
Discard my
Like
need.
I don't want to argue it too much more, so I'm going to leave it at this. You are talking to Captain Cascade. I am Captain Cascade.
Yeah, for those of you that don't know, Noyark is the builder of the Aethersworn Sphinx deck, and Aethersworn Sphinx is it do be all about the Cascade.
Debating between this and E-Sphinx because I was like, I think these two decks are very good in the current meta where people are not interacting.
Funny.
They are interacting,
Yeah,
but games are taking longer than they should. So I think Cascade gets a lot more value out of that.
Well, you're able to deploy certain types of threats. It's okay to not want to play the same type of cards. Yeah, absolutely. And it's important. We got to remember too that like every deck has its own context. And like we even had this chat, we've had this conversation in chat. We've had this conversation in in our Discord. But like the idea of staples, and even like the idea of like these sort of like big draw spells that you're playing, Noyark, it would be unwise for us to approach any deck from the sort of dogmatic, right? Like these are the spells you cast, right?
For sure.
Even though those ones, like I think the Rush of Knowledge is correct, but aside from that, like I understand why those cantrips are in there. Like that makes sense to me. Like I was playing Brainstorm in a Cleansing Wildfire 60 card deck that was all about big plays because it set up my Cascade, it set up my Throne of the Dead 3. It was like there's just a lot of other reasons to do it. So I think I get that. I think that makes sense. Yeah, Daniel.
That's true.
So
I do think like the tried and true blue core that we've also been working on for a while is just very good, and a lot of these spells, like there could be more of that being represented here. I don't think all of it has to be, but like especially cascading into any of the Archaeomancers to buy back your big draw spell, like always having gas is so good.
Yeah, so chat, let's talk about that a little bit. I've got just so we can understand like what that core is, because I've got it in front of me here, and not all of it, but like most of it. And the core of what Noyark is talking about is reducing your land count ever so slightly from like the normal, which is like 34 to 37 lands, down to like 33, or is Aethersworn Sphinx at 32?
I never go below 33,
okay,
and
so
I've
33.
often actually upped it to like 34 or 35.
And if we think about 33 lands, like let's go and do the math on that. It's 2.33 lands per opening hand. So the reason that this is nice is that we do want to curve out eventually and hit that third land drop by turn 3 or 4. But the reason this works is because of this right here. So we're like 20. This is a pretty large number. This is like Aethersworn Sphinx level stuff, but like maybe the more normal deck might run more like 15 or something. And 10 of these, I believe we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, 10 of them are 2 CMC rocks, which means that we can play them out with 2 lands. So we've basically got slightly lower land count, big ramp, lots and lots of it, so you're just moving way up the curve. And then your draw spells are the final sort of like cog in the plan, which is playing big draw spells instead of your sort of dinky cantrips. So for example, like Ponder, Preordain, Brainstorm, Opt, Consider, these cards go out in favor of basically stuff like The unusual ones would be like Brilliant Plan, Mysteries of the Deep, Tezzeret's Ambition, which works because you've got the rocks, Unexplained Visions, Mental Journey, Read the Tides, Draconic Lore, actually, where's the last one? It's
Where's is
Rush of
Secrets of the
Knowledge.
Golden City in there?
Yep, Secrets of the Golden City
Yeah.
is another one that's
That's my
staple
favorite.
in there. This is probably like one of the best ones. I mean, it's like so
God,
much
I love
cheaper.
that spell.
Yeah, and then for me, I'm also running Keep Watch. There's a lot of creatures in the format right now, and this is like instant speed, draw lots for 3 mana. And so that's a good one. Treasure Cruise, obviously, but then like Thoughtcast kind of slots in there too. And then the other thing you'll notice too, and this is another thing that we've talked about, is that like once you do that, where you've got all this draw and all this ramp, then the last piece of the puzzle is you're actually not running that many counter spells. And you know, obviously looking at this last game, like counter spells would have like dumpstered the Gnarlback Rhino and made it uncastable if we were playing like a, you know, like a Crackling Drake, where you actually do have like a lot of counter spells. But like this is kind of one of the hallmarks, is like a lot less counter spells. And if you look at the way my game played out,
more blockers.
and more blockers, yeah, that's the other thing. Now this one's not playing more blockers because, well, I have them.
You are. You've
I
got
am
the
the blocker.
blockers.
My
I
lands are
am
my
the one who
blockers.
blocks.
And actually, we're gonna go full screen on this here real quick. Do that and go here over to the Avalanche color.
Yeah, thanks for the games, though.
Yeah, hey,
See you guys.
good to see a puzzle. Thanks for the games, bud.
Is that step through on the far right there?
Let's see. Step through. Yep. Step through. We've got. Yeah.
Do you like that in the deck?
Yeah. Step through and Read the Tides are really powerful in my mind, because they've got the flexibility to either interact with my opponent's board, or to tutor up something or draw cards. So I really highly value modality, especially in a deck like this, where like it being expensive is fine, right?
I usually have found that I cut step through, like specifically step through, because I think it's great. I'm looking at it like this card probably wants to be a blocker. Is mostly the idea, because like you can unsummon 2 things,
Sure.
but you can block a lot more things. And the blocker I usually put in its place has been Aether Snipe, because it still does the thing.
Yeah.
And it also flickers, right? So like when you've got the ghostly flicker, but like step through itself is also just fine. I prefer the blocker that I can flicker with ghostly flicker and the Arcanomancer. But other people, you know, like the step through, I think, makes the deck a lot more combo centric, whereas the Aether Snipe is more mid range.
But I also have the Aether Snipe. It's also in here. And the reason I just wanted to have this one is that I wanted to have one creature that I could flicker lock the table out with. So like this becomes like a prison piece, and we just have one of it. We can cast it for 3, or we can cast it for the big 6. There's a part of me that would like to have a couple more like passive blockers here that didn't take my mana. But usually it's good enough that I just like hold up a little bit of mana and people don't come after me, because my 4/4s have hexproof. And
are you running that weird creature that like sacrifices a land to tutor your library for 2 lands and puts them into play?
No, Dreamscape Artist, I believe it's called. Dreamscape. Nope, I am not playing this one. What's your thought?
I mean, the deck likes lands.
It does.
I wouldn't play it in any of the other blue core decks, but this, like, if there was ever a spot for it, as long as it was something that was considered and talked about, then I don't know if I can bring anything to the table. I just think it's a really good card.
Yeah, we did talk about it. Getting more islands into play is great. Maybe it is good. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, maybe this is just another 2-mana rock. It's a little expensive, and there's things that we want to be doing with our mana earlier on that make this not really a 2-mana rock, right? It's like it's a late
I
game.
would view it more as like, you know, this is an activated ability that when I'm not doing anything and I'm holding up mana, if nothing happens, I have a mana sink. I would view that as more like a mana sink that is getting you towards your end game, and it improves your draws, right? Getting 2 lands out of the deck.
Yeah, it does. I mean, deck thinning is pretty statistically irrelevant. But I think that the thing that is relevant about this, now this is something that's worth chatting about as well, is that like I do want most of my lands to be islands, and I have noticed that like the number of non-island things I'm running is more than I'm comfortable with. So like even like Haunted Fengraf, which would be really good for getting back like a combo creature, the reality is like I have so many of them, right? Like like there's 4, and that's like good enough, and like this being an island might just be better, but that's more for the early turns. Later on, I have so many islands that it doesn't matter at all, and the ability to get a creature back when the creature is almost always going to be like something that matters, like it's probably going to be one of these, has been good. So yeah, but this deck feels amazing. If you're a mono blue enjoyer and you want a deck that, like, I mean, you saw that last push for damage there. I pushed 19 damage by just tapping my stuff. Like, no cards played, tap out, just swing for the fences. Very, very strong. You can definitely, like, if you've got 2 players left and one of them is maybe a little bit weak, you can afford to fully tap out and just go. The only other land here that I would really like to have, and maybe it goes in for Crystal Grotto, I think it is going to be Study Hall. Because I think Study Hall is going to go a long ways to finding that Peregrine Drake.
Yeah.
Like in that game, it would have been Scry 6, you know, like definitely powerful. We got Fly Jump saying is just...
That's good stuff. I would keep the Study Hall is so good.
Yeah, Study Hall probably should have been in the deck before. So we got questions here. Boy, we got a whole bunch of stuff to catch up on. We say too big, too fast. Hand size might limit the viability of it. All your mana is gone. Playing it will probably have to discard. I think that's old stuff. Flyjum saying scrying the Cascade is insane. Yep. And then Flyjum saying, is Disrupt a good card? So.
Oh, Flyjum. I think you're talking about the huge draw spells. It, like, even at that point, the core of the deck, so sometimes discarding a hand size like suboptimal, but sometimes you don't, right? Like, you won't always have these big things in your hand.
Yeah.
And 2 of the rocks that you're playing are Decanter, Bendless Water, and Pot Vessel.
Yeah.
So you do have the no max hand size.
And let me put it this way, like the last time I played this deck, I played the deck with 12 cards in hand the entire game. That's like pretty broken.
And like, just don't cast it.
You
can't hold the cards in your hand. Like, you've clearly got other things to do at that point.
Yeah, this is a really, really good point. Like, there were times where I was like, oh, I could draw more cards, but it was like, why? Like, I'm sitting on like a counter spell, like, you know, a bunch of interaction, you know, it just wasn't necessary. So just don't cast the draw spell if you don't need to. Flyjum asking, is Disrupt a good card? It really depends. There's 2 contexts, which is really one, where Disrupt is a good card, and that is in Essior, and it's in Sailor's Bane. And in those decks, it's very good, because people have to pay the ward, and then what happens is that they have to tap a lot of mana, and more often, you are going to be able to counter something. In basically every deck, I'm going to strongly recommend you do not play that card. It's so very unlikely to do the thing that you want it to do, which is like gotcha somebody.
This is so different than cEDH, where like your Force Spikes, your Mana Tides. I mean, I know that those cards don't get run in cEDH. We have better cards, but like the cheapest interaction possible is also like the deck is running. Most of these decks, or at least in this core, you have so much mana that over counterspell you should run like Arcane Denial and all these other things that just put more and more and more cards in your hand.
Yeah, much better.
It is just draw cards. Yeah. And if you do discard, then sure, but you have so much mana that you will either find what you need to do to win the game, or you will find combo pieces and you will eventually win the game.
Yeah.
Like the whole idea of these decks is don't die.
Yep.
It's not, you're not playing to win the game, you're playing to not die, and eventually you will win the game.
Yeah, exactly. So I think that that's a really good way to look at it. That being said, if you do have a commander that has like a ward on it or a large amount of ward, then that equation completely changes and disrupt becomes cracked. Sarazen saying deck thinning is negligible is misleading. Cumulatively, deck thinning is significant on various fronts towards efficiency, and Dreamscape Artist is a hero in blue. I just disagree, Sarazen. The data around deck thinning is strongly conclusive that it is negligible. There are times where it is not. A good example would be Temur Sabertooth, because Temur Sabertooth functionally strips every land out of its deck. And when you do that, we're not talking about deck thinning. We're talking about like, I no longer draw lands, which means that you're like, that is a completely different story. So if you've ever seen Brew Bear do the thing where he's like, I have 18 mana, I'm going to repeat this. And he, 2 turns, he does this and he's like, okay, now I don't have any lands in my deck. Okay. That kind of thing. Right. That is not deck thinning. That is a whole nother level. Right.
And there is a certain amount of like Dreamscape Artist over 1 or 2 turns can significantly get the amount of land.
Sure.
But I would say if there are cuts being made and like you want to like things to improve the deck, the early game and the mid game is kind of not what needs to happen, and the Avalanche Collar is still so good. The main thing is if I were to cut anything or try to put anything else in this deck, it would be more blockers. Or blue isn't very good at it, but there are ways to gain life, and they're not great, but they do matter.
I've got Radiant Fountain and Pristine Talisman. Those are kind of like the ones that didn't basically I'm playing the life gain that didn't take a slot, right? And I'm a big fan of like finding those kinds of cards.
I love Pristine
like Stone
Talisman.
Retrieval Unit is one that I'm looking at very closely. It's basically 4 mana, make a Pristine Talisman type, or like it's like a Mind Stone, but it's a 2/3 body, and we can flicker it, which is pretty cool. So I am eyeing this card because it's giving me a body, kind of like what you were talking about.
I would look at the ETB artifact creatures that gain you life.
Yeah, so you're talking about Pure Strider or Peace Strider, or like Battle Gnomes or something.
There's for ETB there's Peace Strider and an overcosted but still kind of gas Reservoir Walker, which is a 5 mana 3/3 that on ETB gains you 3 energy, which you cannot use, and it also gains you 3 life. But the main, the reason that if you're going to run any life gain, I would run those is because they can be abused with a Ghostly Flicker and an Archaeomancer in play for more. It's like burst life gain. Also, Filigree Familiar is gas.
Filigree Familiar is good. Yeah. The other question here was just discussing discussing disrupt as kind of like days, and I think that just to circle back around and kind of like tie a bow on this. The thing is that disrupt is not a counterspell, really. It only hits instants and sorceries, and it only cycles when your opponents are casting instants and sorceries. So it's like, why aren't we just playing a card that draws? If we're playing it because it draws a card, why not play a card like Hieroglyphic Illumination or something where we're saying like, I want the ability to draw a single card, but later on I can draw 4. And then just draw into your good counter spells, because this format has so many of them. There's no reason to play Disrupt when you've got this deck doesn't play a whole lot of them, but any one of the good 2 mana counter spells are going to be better.
My favorite cantrip in the format has been and will be for a long time the Striped Riverwinder.
Yeah. Striped Riverwinder is an amazing cantrip.
Card selection is meh. Having sometimes in the late game a 5/5, a 6/6 hexproof.
Yeah.
Yeah, just slam it down and look at the table and be like, all right, you cannot attack me anymore.
Yeah, and part of it is like,
I am in blue, I will stop your combo.
It's another modal spell. Right, and when we're talking about cards and like the quality of these cards, like the modality of a spell is really important. So I think that's another thing that I kind of think about. Let me move us back into Spell Table so that folks can see what we're talking about here.
And for the record, of course, I've clearly got bias. I've built so many of these blue core, big mana, big draw. I am playing fat creatures that present a threat, and then I will try and kill you with them, and if I cannot, and you use your interaction on those, I will combo. I have built that in so many different decks, so I'm very biased. But it also it's done a lot of work. So I'm kind of, I think that it's a very good style of building.
Yeah.
That being said, Daze, all of these other cards, you want to play a blue aggro deck, for instance, Gut will play these cards.
Yeah, it could.
Yeah, like you, and even like I think that there's an amount of Gut that still wants to have a late game, but your very early game stuff needs to be on point, and Gut can afford some of that.
You know, but here's the thing: like when I look at a card like Daze or Disrupt, and I think about a fast deck, I kind of wonder, and especially for Gut, like why wouldn't you just play a bunch of mana rocks, right? So that you can.
I've thought about it.
Because what you would do is you would ramp hard into Gut, and then once you play the Gut, then you have like a counter spell or you have protection. But like what's much better than like Disrupt or Daze is just playing like Shore Up, right? Protect your key queen card and do it really, really well. Because man, even in Sailor's Bane, Disrupt finds time where it's dead. So you're talking about, I think Peace Strider is interesting. This 4-mana 3/3 gain life. There's also Ruin Processor, which is like a lot of life gain, and it's a big creature, but you have to process to do it.
And it can't be flickered.
Oh, it's a cast trigger. Yep, that doesn't work.
Yeah, it's an Eldrazi. So it's good. Like the ones that in Scholar of Ages where like you don't get to do things, like you don't have the benefit of those creatures, I'm running all of them. I'm running Filigree, Bottle Gnomes, Reservoir, Peace Strider, and I don't know if it's good, but the thing is, there is aggro in this format.
Oh yeah,
and if you're gonna play a combo deck like that, you gotta be able to withstand a table.
I was perilously aware of my life total that whole game.
And you can make blockers.
I can make blockers for sure. Like I can do stuff. So like Peace Strider though wouldn't be a bad thing just to have, to be able to like gain life. It's a little tough to find where that goes. I have a lot of removal in this deck, so that could probably go down a little bit, but a lot of these spells are really good, you know? And the other card that I haven't gotten to test in this deck since I took it out because I had to make room was Fade Away, but I really, really want this card to be good in this deck.
I played in Battery Bearer, and it's pretty good in Battery Bearer as well.
Yeah, well, but Battery Bearer actually has like creatures in play. This deck does not. So like,
well, Battery Bearer says the creatures tap for mana,
they all
so they
pay for themselves, right?
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is like, if I cast this Flicker, get it back again, and cast it again, I could like empty the board of permanents. Like there have been many.
Yeah, it's probably even stronger here.
Yeah, it seems busto. But I don't know which one of these to cut. Like I guess Boomerang could be in there. Because Boomerang could come out because I have Capsize, and I have
Boomerang. I would run. Do you have Into the Royal and the other one?
I have just Into the Royal.
I like Boomerang can, I guess, hit a land, which
that's why,
that game did matter. I think the majority of games, like, would you run? I mean, that's not a fair comparison. I was going to ask, would you run Stone Rain? But like, no, it's not a Stone Rain. It's better. I would say anything that says draw a card on it, like Beat the Dead Horse.
Oh, okay. So you're saying you would run Blink of an Eye instead?
Yeah, like there are times where you do need to hit a land, and this last game was very like that is what killed me.
Yeah.
Once I realized that you like I set it all up on that land, and you're like, I get back a Capsize. I went, fuck, I lose.
Yeah,
like, I lose the game.
And this is something that people should know, and this is something that I have been advocating for a long time, is like play Boomerang in your deck, because it's not just there's a lot of people right now who instead of playing Mana Rock ramp are playing ramp with like Arbor Elf type stuff and Voyaging Satyr and Dryad and a Blossom Dryad. And the reason that they're doing that is because these decks want to go wide so that they can like eat edicts on their little shitty creatures while ramping hard and having more threats so that they can claim the initiative. Boomerang says, like, send your mana base back to the Shadow Realm because they don't usually have a whole lot of lands in play in the deck because they cut down. So, like, Boomerang is really effective against, obviously, the Gnarlback Rhino, Seed Cradle Witch, cedh Enchanter, like, Gretchen, Layweaver.
Oh, yeah,
Warweaver.
it is.
I mean, it dumpsters
It can't
a
be
lot
cut.
of decks. No, we can't cut that. And
Yeah.
I would be more inclined to say our draw spells are pretty big here, and it's okay if the Into the Royal were to go, because we draw so
That's
heavy
fair.
anyways. And then what I would do with Into the Royal is I would bring in Fade Away, which
pretty good.
might seem crazy, but I feel like this card has a home here. Like, this feels like it's home.
It's at least where, like, for now, it's got to be tested.
Yeah,
like,
it has to be.
If we
for
can
sure.
find a home for that card. The other card that I would really like to see get some play that I don't think gets enough play is Flood.
Flood, yeah, this is something somebody played recently that I was like, oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, I played that to great success in 60 card Pauper
So
for a while.
this is not all that different from how Righteous Aura functions.
So, like, and the great thing with Flood, yeah, it does do that, except for Flood can tap down blockers, so then you're just like,
Oh god,
my
end step.
lands will not go away. My
Oh,
lands
that's-
are here.
See, that's so fucked up though. Like, just like tap down. Not only that, but you could interact with other people so that you tap down their blockers when they're getting attacked.
It's insane.
Whoa.
Yeah, I started
Sure.
running Stern Constable in my white decks because, or like Gideon's Lockkeeper, because I can tap down a blocker, or I can just be like, oh, you're swinging a lot at them, I will make it so that they can't block.
Yeah.
And I think Flood is gas, especially in a deck that has all this mana. Like,
Oh,
I haven't
man.
been able to make a spot for it. I think you should play that card for sure.
Wow. See, the thing is that cards like this, I gotta say, like, even though the combo slots in really nicely, there's a part of me that just wants to do this stuff. You know, like just wants to do all the big draw spells, but like cut the tutors, cut the combo. So like,
Take it and run. You could duplicate the deck and try both sides and see what.
So what?
Because
would
I
that
think you're
look
gonna
like?
love those cards more.
Like, what if I got rid of Shrine Steward, Shield Wall Sentinel, Drift of Phantasms, Merchant Scroll? I probably
I would keep the drift because it tutors for Ghostly, and like the minor loops with Ghostly and Archaeomancer
yeah.
are still just that same type of value. If you're gonna play Flood to try and win the game, you still got to be able to grind like nobody else, and Ghostly Flicker's so good at that.
Yeah. Man, that's really interesting. I guess I could cut something like Vanishing, but Vanishing is another one of those spells that this deck just like is uniquely well positioned to abuse. For those of you in chat that don't know, Vanishing has the ability to take a player's commander completely out of the game for as long as you're willing to pay for it. And they can try to target the Vanishing, but if you just pay 2 blue, then the Vanishing leaves with the creature it's phased out with. So they lose the target for their kill spell. So basically, like, very few decks have that many tools to deal with the Vanishing, and most players aren't going to just throw their random kill spells at this. And if they do, that is so tragic. Like, if somebody's like, I'm going to sit there and build up till I have 3 removal spells, and I'm sitting there with 4 mana, they go removal spell, I go 2 to phase it out, they go removal spell, I go 2 to phase it out, they go removal spell to kill their own commander. Like, this card should be banned. It doesn't go in enough decks to like see a ban necessarily, but like, it's so toxic. So toxic. And I feel like this deck can actually do it. I haven't had a chance to do it yet, but
yeah, this deck is looking very well positioned to just be this really gross board control deck that also just happens to be blue. Like, you get Flood, you get all this other cool stuff that just, I am going to stop things. Like, the Flood, God, I love Flood.
Does Flood come, what comes out for Flood? Like,
Step through.
Step through.
Yeah.
I guess so. There's like a lot of these. And we're able to tutor.
Scepter is a sorcery speed 5 mana. Like, it can tutor for the things, but you've got 4 of them.
We're gonna create a whole new category, chat, called fuckery. And fuckery
this is my expertise.
Is gonna be flood and fade away. These are fuckery cards. Another card that is fuckery is cranial plating. This is.
I don't think you can run it.
No, I can't run cranial plating in this, but I'm just saying that's another card that has the same definition or category.
Yeah. I love cranial plating in these decks. Unfortunately, it can't be played here, but when you're running all those mana rocks, you're just like, and anything is a threat.
Yeah. Flood is really mean. I mean, the politics around this are pretty toxic too, right? Like, there were going to be a lot of times where a person, and actually this is something that the Boros players have been looking into, is playing like 10th. What is it? The 10th Court something. It's a 3 mana 2/2. Whenever a white creature enters the battlefield, you tap a creature down.
It's like Court Street Denizen.
Yeah, but basically like the counter to people building up these like unassailable boards is that you just tap their shit down.
Yeah, it's so good. I've even started running Territorial Hammerskull and Rock's War Leader, which both have attack triggers to do that, and Rock's War Leader has Battle Cry, which is nutso.
Yeah. And actually, I'm going to put Vanishing under fuckery as well, I think. Because, I mean, this is really funny. It's like 3 spells that fuckery Shrine Steward. These are like 3 spells that just like don't really see play in anything else for the most part, but they're pretty good here. Yeah, Flood is very mean, Seb. I'm excited to play Flood. Flood is the kind of card that makes me want to have even more mana in the deck, in all honesty. You know?
More lands?
Yeah, like one more land, you know, maybe even go deeper into the rocks. Like, this deck is even more obsessed with having mana, like, because my commander just does everything.
Dreamscape artist. Dreamscape artist.
Oh god, no. I mean, maybe. It's
ramp every turn.
It's ramp every turn, and they do come into play untapped, right? So it's only 1 mana to activate.
I mean, and even if it's not, like, there will be plenty of games where you're like, you just sit there with open mana, you're like, I'm gonna make blockers and I will deal with your stuff.
Yep.
And then people will recognize that and not make you use the mana, and you're just like, I'm progressing the board.
Yep. So here's another thought. What if we play Dreamscape Artist and then we just casually used our Freed from the Real on the Dreamscape Artist, and then and it doesn't go infinite, but like, it's a huge mana sink.
What the fuck? There's Freed from the Real in the deck?
Yeah.
¿Por qué? I mean, that's great, but why?
Freed from the Real goes with I'm trying to remember the combo here now. I was actually wondering the same thing earlier myself. Why is Freed in the deck? It goes infinite with something.
That's hilarious. But it seems like it
doesn't this go
might
infinite
only
with something?
be in there for the Dreamscape.
Wait, why was this?
High Tide Freed?
Chat.
Are you running High Tide?
High Tide plus Freed, yeah, High Tide. High Tide plus Freed does what though? Like, what is this tapping and untapping?
Oh, your land. You put it on a land.
No, it's
put it on an animated land.
Oh my god, chat! I had a combo in my deck and I didn't even know how it worked.
Did you? Yeah.
Wow. So this makes infinite mana?
Yeah, with High Tide, which I guess, like, it's a really interesting combo. But I don't know, like, if you were to cut one, that one seems less lucrative with all the cards in the deck than the Peregrine Flicker stuff. But like, and if you wanted to cut all combos, like,
I could cut Freed, I could cut Shrine Steward. Do I even need High Tide in this deck?
If you cut Freed, you don't need High Tide.
So I could actually condense this down, cut Shrine Steward, cut Freed, cut High Tide, that would open up slots for another land, and then 2 more mana rocks, maybe, or another big draw spell, or
Nah, put a fat creature in there.
a fat creature. Oh, maybe we put the Peace Strider in there.
That's good. I also
or
like
the Stone Retrieval unit would be another one too, because it's a creature and a mana rock.
those are all good.
I
I
kinda
like
like
there's
this.
there's like this 6-drop 4/5 that if you control an artifact like does an unsummon. It's another copy of what's the thing? The evoke creature, the Aether Snipe. It doesn't have evoke, but there is another one. It's a 4/5 too.
4/5 bounce a creature.
Yeah, it's for like 6 mana. It's called Moonfolk Scavenger or something like that. I don't know. Merfolk? I've got it in a deck. I'll find it.
Scavenger. I think it's the one that they're trawling. Yeah. If you control an artifact or an enchantment, return target creature an opponent controls to its owner's hand. Okay.
Like, I like it because it's a big body.
Yeah.
And it does the other thing.
So let's say
it's
like.
the combination.
So could we say toughness is greater than or equal to 4, let's say, and then O return, O creature, O hand, and then type creature. Let's just see, like, we want a big thing that bounces something. So another one would be Air Cult Elemental, which I actually did like that game. Big 2/5 flyer.
It's going to be important with
Serpent. Holy
because like you
shit!
can't tap down those things. Sword Coast is good.
Whoa!
Like there's also this argument of a big hexproof, but I like Sword Coast a lot.
Damn, this is like always unblockable in my deck.
Yeah. Sword
Wow.
Coast Serpent is big gas.
Spellweaver Duo 4/4 for 7 that you can
With assist. I've
with
almost
assist?
run that in the deck.
Dude, honestly, like assist might not be that bad.
Does it fly? I forget.
It does not fly. No, I think the Air Cult Elemental is just a lot better. I think that's the best of all of them. Just the flying. You know,
Ryan, replace Boomerang with Aether Trade Winds.
why do I want Aether Trade Winds?
Because you can unsummon your creatures that have ETB effects with it. It's like you're such a late game deck anyways. Boomerang costing 1 more mana and possibly generating more value is cooler.
Yeah. Well, here's a question. Just one other thing. Should I be so like is having a 6/6 unblockable better than another creature that I could flicker?
I mean, you don't need a ton of flicker targets for
No,
it to
I don't,
be good.
right? Like I just have one, which is the Aether Snipe, and that's probably fine. And then Sword Coast Serpent is like a way to win the game, kind of like it's just like another way to win the game. Like this card wins games, right, chat? We've got Time Painter, Toonbird, High Tide Freed, and Dreamscape Artist is pretty poggers. I don't disagree. I think that in the effort, and you know, part of this chat too is that, like, you know, we're talking about pauper here. I am not a combo enthusiast.
Ryan, I need to make you run Aether Trade Winds. I have so many arguments for this over Boomerang.
Aether.
You can use it to save a land. It is an instant. It costs only 1 more mana, and if it's not doing that, yeah, it does hit a land. So you can unsummon your Aether Snipe, your Archaeomancer, your any of these creatures with it, and you can use it to save a land. It costs 1 more mana, but it has much more value potential than a Boomerang.
But it has to have 2 targets, right?
I mean, it's return a permanent you control. There are other blue spells that do this, where you can return a permanent you control and are permanent the opponents. But like if they are able to interact with this spell in the way of remove one of the targets and then it fizzles, if you are targeting a land, it's going to be quite hard for them to do it. And if they fizzle it the other way, like the Boomerang, the idea of this end game deck, generate more value.
Yeah,
all of it.
Yeah,
all of the value.
So something like this, And there's more of this effect, right?
I don't think there's ones that hit permanents. There's Rushing River,
Rushing
but
River.
that literally has kicker sacrifice a land, and I don't think that's where you're at.
No, alas, we do not want that. These Unwind Frantic Search cards are kind of interesting, actually, now that I think about it again, because I can tap artifact mana to untap my lands.
Okay. I was going to say, like, why Frantic?
Or, sorry, not Frantic Search, but, like, Unwind and Rewind. But again, I don't know that counterspells is what I want here. I don't think I want more counterspells.
I mean, I think Unwind and Rewind are pretty free, especially if you're going to run Flood, if you're going to run Vanishing, you do want to have mana up, and they do, like, they are counterspells that allow you to use mana as you have mana sinks. I don't think Frantic Search is particularly good.
Actually, you're kind of right. Like, so, like, what counterspell would I ditch here?
Oh, I don't know if I would ditch anything that you have already. I thought they were already in
They're
the
all
deck.
pretty good, yeah.
Those are the core. That's what
Yeah.
I like.
Yeah. So I added the Stone Retrieval unit as another ramp spell. Also, by the way, in terms of ramp, I'm really impressed with Stern Lesson. I feel like this kind of goes in your this core that we talk about, Stern Lesson.
I mean, it is exceptionally good in your deck because you can use it to activate Avalanche Collar.
Absolutely, yeah. The
I don't know
Power Stones are
because
good.
I don't know how many of my decks actually run things that can be cast by the Power Stone. I guess the artifact ramp spells. So maybe it is good. I'm gonna give it a shot.
Yeah, that might go in Sphinx actually. It's just all it is a 3-mana mana rock that comes into play tapped and loots. That's like one way to look at it.
Yeah, that goes in Sphinx.
What
It
else
casts
is
Sphinx.
what else is Shield Wall Sentinel finding? It's just finding Pneumatic Wall and it's finding Drift of Phantasms. That's good enough.
Yeah, I don't know if that is. It literally tutors for a tutor or it tutors for the thing. And if you are going to keep doing the combo aspect of it, I would play it, but
Maybe
it's
not.
tutoring
Well,
the most redundant combo pieces.
That's true. I am going to keep the combo. I think that it's just so tidy and it works with everything else we're doing that the only extra card that's like doing basically nothing but comboing is Peregrine Drake. That's it.
Yeah.
So
I think Field Wall Sentinel could be a better creature, even though it like draws a card. It is a 1/3.
What about
Like it blocks only so well.
Could we put in a Peace Strider then?
Yeah, put in the Peace
Just
Strider.
like to have a way to like flicker to gain life.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, I think that this is important, and something that I'll do sometimes, chat, is in a deck is I will have like a certain small package of things, especially in flicker decks. Okay. Oh no, it's tweaking out. One sec. Gotta.
And you built this deck alongside. Did you build this deck with somebody?
This one here, I built. No, I just built this in chat with chat.
Because I know you streamed with Dallas.
Yeah, that was
recently.
Monday. Yeah.
I just didn't want to sit here and make all these suggestions
No.
a deck that he might have been a part of and just like not recognize. Hey Dallas, sorry if I pointed at anything you put in the deck.
No, not at all. No. This was all me and chat. The High Tide Freed from the Real was chat's idea, and it's cool. I just think that like for me personally, like the games that I've won, like the game that I lost, I just like intentionally didn't kill everybody because I wanted to see what comboing was like in the deck. But like winning that game would have been like paltry easy had I just like animated my shit and swung out. So the idea is to like that game plan is almost always going to be better, and everything else here facilitates that. Like Dramatic Reversal with my commander, even if I'm just casting it, is like helping me animate more lands. That's it, you know. Like I did Dramatic Reversal with a Nimble Claw Adept was the stupidest thing I've ever seen. I had Dramatic Reversal, Nimble Claw Adept, Sisay's Ring, and like a whole bunch of artifacts in play, and it was just like a lot of mana.
Do you recognize that Nimble Claw Adept can only be activated once each
Just
turn?
once. Yep.
Just once.
But
once. I think the High Tide, it's such like this mainstay card in all these blue decks, right?
Yeah, it is.
But it's like, I mean, at this point, it's so middling.
It
right?
is.
Like
It's very middling. Yeah.
You even want to use your lands to make more creatures, right?
Yeah. It's like I have
The
to
high
tap
tide
my
freed from the
islands.
real thing is just a bit too cute.
I have to tap my islands, which I want to do other things with, to make all that mana. So I think High Tide was probably a bit of a mistake actually from the get-go. So that's kind of an interesting thing to consider. So let's
Like,
go
it is
back
good to know that the freed from the real high tide thing exists in Avalanche Caller, because a much faster, more glass cannony build could use that quite effectively. I don't think, like, with the way that this core works, it takes up so many spots in terms of just the mana rocks that adding these other parts to it often dilutes the core from being able to do what it is, which
Yeah.
is every other card needs to generate so much value because you're trying to milk it.
Yeah, totally. Oh man, Alexi's Cloak is one that I haven't had use for yet, but boy, this is gonna do some work.
Do you like it having flash?
Yeah.
Do you like it more than diplomatic immunity?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that the fact that this is like, because what happens with diplomatic immunity is that you cast it and then somebody like blows you out. Whereas like Alexi's Cloak is the blowout. They're like, go to kill your thing, and you're like, counter your spell, and my thing isn't killable anymore. And I think that's probably just like sufficient for it to be good. Like, this is not a super exciting hand.
I would throw that back.
Right, like this is we go down to 6. See, this is better already. We've gotten Sword Coast Serpent both times. Wow, this is weird. We got like kind of the same cards.
Now you draw Sword Coast Serpent as effectively as Gator draws
yeah, Impact
Impact
Tremors.
Tremor.
Yeah, so like in this hand here, the things that I would consider dropping would be this Sword Coast Serpent. Yep, we drop that, and then we keep all this. Cave of Temptation is a card I'm going to remove.
Why wouldn't you drop the Drift?
Because I think Flickering is better.
That's fair. I mean, it does tutor for the Flicker spell. I think, I like...
Oh, God.
It requires a... Oh my god, it's the nuts.
Okay, chat.
That's the Neuarch special. Top deck the Urgolem's Eye.
Just top deck it. That's all you need to know how to do. Is top deck your good cards. Chat. So we get that, and then we go, like, this is where we go really crazy here, and we go Urgolem's Eye, and then we go untap. We've got You Find the Villain's Lair. So now when we cast our boy on turn 3, this is turn 3, we can animate and swing for 8.
Oh, I guess, yeah, you could swing for 8. I was looking at the Read the Tides there. I'm just like, I would just draw 3 cards.
Oh, we can't.
I don't need to.
It's
I don't need to
6 mana.
impact the board yet. I would just look
this
at
is-
it, and be like, I don't need to draw any hate.
Yeah, I think in this case we actually just like animate and swing for 8,
Yep.
and then we
Get 'em.
go to our next turn. We do like Cave of Temptation 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Draw 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Oh man, this hand though.
Is that vanishing? Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's vanishing, baby. We got the Cancer online. And then we just go
Cancer mode activated.
Cancer mode activated. Somebody's going home in a body bag tonight. Play that out, and then there's Peregrine Drake.
Oh, well, good thing you kept the Drift of Phantasms. It's literally right there. You've got it all.
Right there. So like this right here, chat, is So like this is the way I want this to be. Like, we pressure people, we beat them up, we make it hard to exist because our damage is big, and then this is just sitting there for when everyone's tapped out. And then we just win,
you sandbag that forever.
Yeah, this
I
is
have had
forever.
games where I've had the combo ready to go for like 3, 4, 5 turns, and I just sit there trying to bash people, make them answer everything else.
Yep, tap out, make the way clear. This is how you play combo with so few counterspells. Is you have other things in the deck that pressure them and make them respond to you, so that you just have them all greased up for when you want to do this, and ruin their career.
It's so good too, because
Like, dude,
it
like-
gives you two routes to victory, right? Like you have your normal game plan, and then you have the combo game plan. Whereas these combo decks, like if you sit there and say, "I am a combo deck," everybody is gonna recognize it and try and interact with you throughout the game, or like hold up their stuff and just smack you.
Yep.
And if you say, "I am a combo deck," also look at these big fat butts I've got in play.
Oh, so many
They
of them.
can't just bash your face in for free
No,
while you're
exactly.
sitting there with counter spells that can't get rid of the creature.
Totally. Take a look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. Animate 12 power worth of creatures. Spend no cards in hand to do it. Just
Yep.
swing for
Here's-
12 in my Peregrine
Ride
Drake.
the Avalanche color.
It's just my Peregrine Drake Ghostly Flicker deck. Swings for 12. Your turn.
So good. It's just like you get to ride the Avalanche all the way.
Oh.
Oh my god. It's so over.
So
You
1,
like
2,
you just
3,
throw the vanishing
4,
into play to get somebody to try and do something at this point.
4. So if we were trying to combo here, we'd go 4, cast this, 5,
And
6,
hopefully that would
7,
bait
8,
interaction.
8 mana. This.
Yep.
Get this back. 1, 2. We've got 8 mana. And then we cast it again.
Did you have mana floating? Don't use
Yeah.
2 blue.
Okay, so we've got 6 mana
Yeah.
floating.
Yeah, use the
7,
colorless
8,
mana that you
9,
have floating.
10 mana. And then we go Drift of Phantasms for 3 to find Ghostly Flicker. And then we use, so we've got 7. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, because we do want to tap our lands. 4, 5, so down to 6 mana. We cast Peregrine Drake. And then, somebody's probably
You find the
gonna
villain's lair, the
yeah,
interaction.
you find the villain's lair, somebody else has interaction, and then we like Ghostly Flicker when they try to kill it, and then we just win the game.
And the main, so they kill the Peregrine Drake, right? If they have more interaction,
Yeah,
and then the
Ghostly
the
Flicker to protect it.
ball, you just pick up the big draw spell, and you're like, all right, well, I'm just gonna keep beating your face in.
Yep. So like here, you just like pick up the Read the Tides, and you've got your 1 floating, and plus the 5, so you go pay 6, and it's like, all right, failed combo turn was we drew into our other draw 3, and everybody has no interaction anymore.
Right, and you're still sitting there with an Avalanche color in play going, what's up? Fucking beautiful.
Sup? And yeah, like maybe this
Fucking
dies at some
beautiful.
point, and we still have Haunted Fengraf in the deck to get it back if we want to.
And the dramatic reversal is sitting there in the graveyard, which is unfortunate, but as soon as you draw another Archaeomancer and
Yep.
like 1 or 2 more rocks, you're
You-
good to go again.
you get it back, and like look at this chat, like the impact of this right here, of just casting these. By the way, this is one that I haven't seen you play. That
It's the landfall one, right?
yeah, 5 mana,
I-
instant speed, draw 3.
I think some of the people have actually started playing more draw spells than I play, which is hilarious. And I don't think it's wrong. But I go for Tezzeret's Ambition as that comes in before that one, and then I don't know, some decks can afford to play more draw spells. So
Yep, absolutely.
I love that one's instant speed. I don't really have many reasons to say that I wouldn't run it other than it comes down to deck slots, and that
Mhm.
one has a fail case that's lower.
Yeah, I put it in instead of Draconic Lore, just because
That's interesting. I like the Draconic Lore.
draws the same number of cards, almost always.
My argument for Draconic Lore is actually that it is an instant, and that one, when casted at instant speed, draws 2, and Draconic Lore draws 3. Like, I just want to be able to hold up my mana and go past turn, nothing happens, Draconic Lore.
Yeah, I think part of what I'm thinking when I'm going through this deck is that like you get to this point where like you've got enough of these that draw enough cards that it's okay if some of them aren't like utterly massive. So like I do have
Yeah.
like and I think that this is almost always going to be draw 3, but in the case that you do need to like desperation dig at instant speed maybe, it is 1 less mana, and yeah, it only draws 2 in that case, you know, if you do it at instant speed. But I think that that's just okay, because like the core of it is like you still have Mental Journey, Read the Tides, Unexplained Visions, Tezzeret's Ambition, Mysteries of the Deep, Brilliant Plan. You know, you still have
This
all
has
that
come
shit.
down, like, it's the nitpicking on what draw spells are good and what
Yeah.
aren't. There are enough 5-mana draw spells that it doesn't matter. Like, I used to run Read the Tides. I only run it in E-Sphinx now. But that's just like, whatever. You know, some people want the modality on that card.
Yeah.
I want it to cost 1 less mana,
It's
which
like-
sounds insane given the amount of arguments I've given to that you shouldn't care about that.
Yeah, right. And I think that's exactly, because what we're not disagreeing on is the core of this strategy: big mana, big draw, less counter spells. And it's funny because, you know, this conclusion that this deck building pattern language that you have here is funny because like when I was building Mayhem Devil, I had a lot of conversations with my buddy Gideon, who helped me build that deck, or was doing a lot of testing with it. I kind of built like the cards, and then he helped me like tune it and tested it a lot so that we could get it ready for the DDB. And one of the things we talked about was the same concept. Like that deck has like 17 extra mana sources in it beyond its lands. And the idea was that we need to be able to, oh my God, we've got the Noni thing playing in the background here. Why is that playing in the background? Was basically that like you need to be able to, as a mid-range deck, and this was from the mid-range standpoint, be able to out-ramp the counter spells so that we can actually, like, in certain turns, we may actually be able to run out Mayhem Devil like several times into counter magic to get it into play if we want to, right? Like if it is that good in that moment.
Oh yeah.
And so the ability to basically, in a deck that doesn't have counter spells and doesn't have protection, your answer to interaction is to ramp through it and to make the interaction feel bad because the person's just going to recast it. Like at no point in that game was I out of my commander. I cast my commander like 6 times. I drew like 12 cards off of my commander that game. It
was so impressive.
Off of Candlekeep Sage.
Like part of my end game goal was I was gonna try and whittle down. Like I should have been trying to kill Gator a lot sooner, but I was gonna whittle down the other 2. I wanted my late game to be versus you, and that's why I kept just killing your commander over and over again. I'm like, I'm gonna try and commander tax this thing. Like, even if it comes down to kill it after you play it, and it just costs you a bunch of mana to play it every turn, that's less lands that you get to swing at me with, and that was what I was afraid of. I was like, I will die in the late game to a bunch of lands. I cannot stop
that. That was my only hope, was that I would like survive long enough to build up a mana base that could support just like alpha striking you super hard. But your board was flooded. I mean, you had so many blockers, like it wasn't terribly feasible that I'd be able to do that. But it was one thought that I had, that if you got low enough that maybe I could sneak in 2 of them. But you know,
it was so funny. The stifle was backbreaking.
Was it really?
I would have drawn that, like, it was, because I could have easily been playing around it, and there were like, I tapped down and I had this moment where I was standing there like, oh my god, I only have 1 protection spell right now. I'm like wide open. I just thought I was going to generate a bunch of mana, and the stifle came in so clutch there. I probably would have at least lived for a few more turns and might have had a chance to win if it hadn't been for that stifle.
That's kind of remarkable. It can't be understated how good stifle effects are at weird moments like that. Yeah, pretty crazy, huh? Well, I think we're going to wrap things up here, chat. It was great having you all here this evening to enjoy some commentary and some a really spicy game with some spicy decks. I mean, holy smokes, like...
Mono green's bad, guys.
Yeah. Yeah, like y'all got a real treat there. This is the kind of content you get when you come to this channel. Is you're gonna get like the freshest new brews and the most interesting new decks being developed in the tryhards meta. If you aren't part of the server yet, I highly encourage you to join it because you get the inside scoop on this kind of stuff. And yeah, like Noyark's deck is a menace. That was amazing. So
That was so fucking stupid.
it's incredible. I mean, you just like fucking put on the Nicol Bolas costume, you know, like real early on, and like mono greened your way to victory. So
I didn't win.
well, I think that like
I won in spirit.
But the bigger question is going to be like in the future is like when do you like throw down the gauntlet with your commander? And it's not about whether the deck is powerful or not, which is a good place to be. It's a good problem to have, chat, when you're
Right.
not trying to figure out whether your deck can win, but when you want to choose to try to win. So, but anyways, yeah, thanks for joining. Thanks for leaving your likes and comments and your support for the channel. We've got a lot of exciting stuff coming up, Clay and I do. Big ambitions. If you want to support the channel, I have one request of you right now, and that is to leave our videos on in the background, muted or unmuted. If you're just doing the dishes, you can just listen to the sonorous sound of my voice, or you can mute it and help us get our watch hours up. We're going to be trying to get to 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. We need another 1,000 watch hours to get there, and then we can start to monetize our channel, which means that Clay and I will actually get paid for the work that we're putting in and for bringing this fine content to you. If you're interested in joining our Patreon, Noyark here was our first patron, our only patron currently. And if you want to join that crew, at the end of the year, we are going to be adding significant benefits to people who choose to financially support the work that we're doing here to expand awareness around this format and to grow cPDH and also deepen our knowledge of it, produce the best Magic content out there. So if you're interested in that, reach out to me through the DMs, and we can talk about what you're willing to do and what we can give you in return. And with that, we're gonna sign off.
Can I leave us with a Big Lebowski quote?
Of course, leave us with a Big Lebowski quote.
Smokey, this is not Vietnam. This is Magic the Gathering. There are rules.
That's right, folks. You heard it here first. So, connoisseurs of fine common cardboard, thank you so much for your time today, and I hope you have a great rest of your day, evening, morning, wherever you are in the world. Have a great one. Peace.
So that